Hi friends, welcome to our YouTube channel Knowledge Academy. The main aim of this lecture discuss about the TSPSC, HMWS, General Studies 2020 solutions in a very detailed manner. Only the Aptitude part as well as the English solutions. Only these two things we are going to learn in this lecture. So if you like the content of our channel, then please to like, share and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to press the bell icon button. So whenever we upload a new video, direct notes comes to the file. If any improvements in the lectures, then please look in the comment section. We will definitely include all those improvements in the coming lectures. So why to waste more time? So let's get started. So this is the question that we are going to say here. The angle between the minute hand and the hour hand of a clock, when the time in a wall clock is 3:10. So basically in this question, they are asking what is the angle between the minute hand and the hour hand of a clock when the time in a wall clock is 3:10. So in this question, what they are saying that, say at the in the wall clock, if the time is 3:10, so what is the angle between the minute hand as well as the hour hand? So you can see hour hand is the very smallest in length, whereas the minute hand is the biggest in length. So between these two things, between these two hands, what is the angle we need to figure out? So the angle between the minute hand and the hour hand of a clock, when the time in a wall clock is 3:10, we need to figure out. So what are the four options? Option A, 35 degrees is the correct solution of this question. So let's solve this numerically. So you can see clearly, I am going to write, let me tell you the formula first. So HM, H is called as the hour and M is called as the minute. So this is the standard notation, always you have to keep in your mind. So this is the standard notation, always you have to keep in your mind. H and M, H is the hour and M is the minute. The theta is the phase angle between the angle between the hour hand and the minute hand. So it is called as the hour hand and M is called as the minute hand. So theta is the phase angle between the hour hand as well as the minute hand. So what is the value of theta? Theta is equal to the amount of the 30h minus 11 by 2 into m. So this formula always you have to keep in mind. So theta is equal to amount of the 30h minus 11 by 2 into m. So this formula always you have to keep in your mind. So theta is equal to the amount of the 30h minus 11 by 2 into m. So this formula always you have to keep in your mind. So therefore, theta is the angle between the hour hand as well as the minute hand. It is equal to amount of the 30h minus 11 by 2 into m. So in the question what they asked, 3:10. So hour is the 3 and the minute is the 10. So h is equal to 3 and m is equal to 10. So you can see clearly from this one. So hour is equal to 3 and the minute is equal to 10. So substituting this formula, theta is equal to amount of 30 into 3 minus 11 by 2 into 10, because h is equal to 3 and m is equal to 10. So 30 into 3 minus 11 by 2 into 10. So 30 into 3 is 90. 11 by 2 into 10 is 55. So 90 minus 55, take the positive value. Because angle is always a positive value. So take only the positive value, which is equal to 35 degrees. So this is the correct solution of this question. So always you have to remember, the standard notation is h is to m, where h is the hour hand and m is the minute hand. And theta is a phase angle between the hour hand as well as the minute hand. So theta is equal to amount of the 30h minus 11 by 2 into m. So this formula always you have to keep in your mind. So this is the standard formula always you have to keep in your mind. So finally, I can say where h is the hour hand and m is the minute hand. So theta is a phase angle between the hour hand as well as the minute hand. So theta is equal to the amount of the 30h minus 11 by 2 into m. 30h minus 11 by 2 into m. So you know the value of h, give a value of m, just substitute, simplify and get the value of theta. Theta is always a positive value, so therefore the answer is 35 degrees is the correct solution of this question. So now we are going to solve the other question. See the question here. The question says that a man said to a lady, "Your mother's husband's only sister is my aunt." So how is the lady related to the man in the video? So in this question, what they have mentioned is very simple. A man said to a lady, "Your mother's husband only sister is my aunt." So how is the lady related to the man? We need to figure out. So listen carefully. A man is said to a lady. So a man said to a lady, "Your mother's husband. Your mother's husband's only sister is my aunt." So how is the lady related to the man? So basically, there is a man. He is telling to a lady that your mother's husband, only sister is my aunt. So how is the lady related to the man? So what is the relationship of this lady with respect to man? We have to figure out. So are the four options. Option D, sister is the correct solution of this question. So let's solve this numerically. So basically, you can see clearly, let me repeat the question so that you can easily able to understand. So you can see clearly, a man said to a lady, suppose this is a man. Man means always you have to use the rectangle symbol. These points are already told you so many number of times. So man means always you have to use the rectangle. Female means always you have to use the circle. And if they are brothers means suppose brothers means you have to use a relation like this one. But if they are husband and wife means you have to use a symbol like this one. Same generation means always you have to write in horizontal fashion. If they are one generation gap means you have to use the vertical line. So these things I already told you so many other times. So rectangle means it's a boy, circle means it is a girl, and this single dash means it is a brother sister relation. And this double arrow indicates that they both are husband and wife relation. And if they are the same generation means always you have to represent in horizontal. But if there is a one generation gap means you have to use the vertical. So these things I already told you so many number of times. So these things always you have to keep in your mind. So therefore, if you remember these things, then the doing of this question is very much simpler and also very easier. So therefore, now you can see clearly from this picture. So you can see clearly a man. Basically, there is a man. He said to a lady. A man said to a lady, "Your mother means his mother, her mother." So man means rectangle, lady means circle. So a man is saying to a lady that your mother is her mother. Your mother husband is your mother husband means basically we can say these are basically husband and wife relation. So your mother husband's only sister, husband's only sister is my aunt, Then how is the lady related to the man? So basically, this man is telling to this lady that your mother's husband sister is my aunt. So how is this lady related to the man? We need to figure out. So you can see clearly. So this is the man, is the lady, is her mother, and is her husband. So he is the basically father to this lady. And for this person, the sister is there. So we can say sister means girl. So therefore circle. And both are brother and sister. So on single line. These two are husband and wife. So two lines here. And this generation gap is vertical. So we can see clearly. So this for this person, she is basically an aunt. So therefore we can say, so she is basically aunt for this person. Hence we can say this both are, he is a brother to this, he is a brother to this lady, and she is a sister to this person. So therefore we can say the lady is the sister to the man. This man is the brother of this man is the brother of this lady, and this lady is the sister of the man. The lady is the sister to the man. So this is a correct solution of this question. So basically we can say that, see, it is a mother, it is a husband. For this husband, there is a sister. And for this husband and wife, we have one girl and one boy. So one daughter and one son. So for this son, what is going to happen? His father sister will become aunt now. So his father sister will become aunt for both the lady as well as the man. So for this, so in simple words, I can say like this. Suppose there is some father. So let me write here so that we can easily able to understand. Suppose there is some father. For father, there is his wife is there. So suppose there is a person. For this person, she is the wife. So between these two people, there is a one. We can say one son is there and one daughter is also there. So now, suppose if this person is having a sister, then she will become aunt for both this son as well as a daughter. Suppose if this father has a brother, suppose if he has a brother, then what is going to happen? He will become uncle for both his son as well as his daughter. So suppose if this father and sister means she will become aunt for both his son as well as a daughter. Suppose if his father has a brother, then he will become he will become the uncle for both his son as well as a daughter. So these things always you have to keep in your mind. So you can say this lady is the sister for this man, and this man is the brother for this lady. So these things always you have to keep in your mind. So this is the correct solution of this question. So now let's go for the another question. So you can see clearly here, this is the another question. The question says that how many days will be there from the 25th January 2020 to 16th June 2020, both days included. So in this question they are saying that how many days will be there from the 25th January 2020 to the 16th June 2020, and both days are included. So in this question they are asking that how many days are there from the 20th Jan 2020 to 16th June 2020. So same year, I'm going to be same year. So between these two dates we need to find number of days are present. Both inclusion is even these 2 days also we need to repeat. So what are the 4 options? Option C, 144 days is the correct solution of this question. So by including these 2 days and between these 2 days, total there are 144 days. So this is the correct solution of this question. So let's solve this numerical. So now I am going to solve this question. So before solve this question, let me tell you some important concept. What is the meaning of leap year? Leap year means if any year, if it is divisible by 4, then it is called as the leap year. So remember, if any year, if it is divisible by 4, then it is called as the leap year. So this one I have already told you so many number of times. If any year, if it is divisible by 4, then we say it is called as the leap year. So these things always you have to keep in mind. So what is the definition of leap year? Leap year means if any year, if it is divisible by 4, then we say it is called as a leap year. So if any year, if it is divisible by 4, then it is called as a leap year. So then what about 2020? Yes, 2020 is divisible by 4. So we can say 2020. 2020 by 4 is nothing but is equal to 4 5s are 20, 0, 4 5s are 20. So yes, it is divisible by 4. So therefore we say it is said to be leap year. So what is the definition of the leap year? If any year if it is divisible by 4, then we say it is said to be leap year. So 2020 is basically divisible by 4. So we say it is said to be leap year. So 2020 is basically leap year. So now we will see what is going to happen in the leap year regarding the months. So here is going to include total. Here is going to include totally 12 months. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. So always remember January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. So total we have 12 months, right? So I am going to divide into 2 equal parts, 6 and 6. Yes, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So now always go from 31. So always remember this is 31. This is 30 for assume it is 30. Then 31, 30, 31, 30. Then 31, 31. So these both are same. 31, 31. Then 30, 31, 30, 31. So these things always you have to keep in your mind. So these 2 things are always same. These 2 things are always same. So always start from 31. Assume it is 30. Assume it's 30. But not exactly 30. 31, 30, 31, 30, 31, 30, 31, 31. Next 30, 31, 30, 31. So like this always these 2 are always same. 31, 31. So these things always you have to keep in your mind. So for February it is not actually 30. I have assumed it is 30. But for an ordinary year it is at 28 days. Whereas for leap year it will be 29 days. So you can see clearly from this picture. So for the ordinary year there are only 28 days. And for leap year it will be 29 days. So leap year means I already told you, if any year which is divisible by 4 it is called leap year, then the remaining years are called as the odd years. So therefore we can say if any year it is divisible by 4 then it is called a leap year. So for leap year in the case of February it has 29, but for ordinary year it has the 28. So these things always you have to keep in your mind. So always remember we are going to divide the in a year we have 12 months. So we are going to classify the 2 equal parts, 6 and 6. So start from 31, 31, 30, 31, 30, 31, 30, 31, 31, 30, 31, 30, 31. So these 2 are always same. So these 2 are always same. So this is I assume it is 30, but for leap year it is 29 and for ordinary it is 28. So I already told you for a leap year totally we have. So for leap year how many days we have? So for leap year totally we have 366 days. And for ordinary year, we have only 365 days. So these things always you have to keep in mind. So for ordinary year, we have 365 days. But for leap year, we have 366 days. Extra only we are going to get here. So ordinary year has total 365 days. Because the leap year, we have 366 days. So these things always you have to keep in mind. So if you remember this one, then we can solve this type of questions in a very fraction of per second. So ordinary year has only 365 days, whereas the leap year it has 365 days. So ordinary year means 365 days, leap year means 366 days. So in the question, what we need to figure out? So the days from 25th January 2020 to 16th June 2020 we need to figure out. So how many days are there between the 25th Jan 2020 to 16th June 2020? So these both days we need to include. So both these days we need to figure out. So in Jan, total days are 31. So total days are 31. So Jan, total days are 31. 31 minus. So 25 also we need to include. So we have to subtract 24. So 31 minus 24 is equal to 7 days. We are going to get in the January. So now, then, so in the question they are asking for Jan to June. Jan to June. So it is a leap year, right? February it will have 29. March it will have 31. April it will have 38. And May will have 31. Here, in the June, they are asking to 16th June. So total 16 days are there. So therefore we can say here 7 days, here 29 days, here 31 days, here 30 days, here 31 days, and here basically it is 16 days. So if we add all these things, we are going to get the result. So therefore, we can say simply. So I wanted to January it will have only 7 days because we need to go from 25th day. So subtract 24. 31 minus 24 is equal to 7. So February is 29, March is 31, April is equal to 30, May is equal to 31, and June is equal to 16. So add all these days. 7 plus 29 plus 31 plus 30 plus 31 plus 16. So you are going to get the result which is equal to 144 days. So total days of 144 days. So this is the correct solution of this question. So always you have to analyze each and everything. Then only we can basically solve this type of questions. So like this always you have to do the easy analysis. Then only you are going to get the solution. So therefore, in January we have 7 days, February 29 days, March 31 days, April 30 days, May 31 days, and in June 16 days. If you add all these things, we are going to get 144 days. So this is the correct solution of this question. So now we are going to solve another question. See the question here. The question is, out of the given 5 items, what will be the second digit of the third highest number after the positions of only first third digits within each number are interchanged? So basically in this question what they have given, out of the in the question they have given, out of the given 5 items, so out of the given 5 items, what will be the second digit of the third highest number after the positions of only first third digits within each number are interchanged? Listen carefully. Out of the given 5 items, so item 1, item 2, item 3, item 4, item 5. So out of the 5 items, out of the given 5 items, what will be the second digit of the third highest number? So what will be the second digit of the third highest number? So what will be the second digit of the third highest number after the positions of only first third digits within each number are interchanged? So in this question what they are asking, so there are only 5 items. So now we need to interchange the first digit and the third digit. So we need to interchange the first digit and the third digit positions. So after this, we have to find what is the third highest number. In this third highest number, what is the second digit we need to figure out? So the 4 options. Option A, 9 is the correct solution of this question. So let's solve this numerically. So you can see clearly what are the 5 items they have given. 75, 253, 396, 418 and 927. So these are the 5 items they have given in the question. So now, in the question what they have mentioned, we need to interchange the first digit and the third digit. So after interchanging the first and the last digit or third digit of each number we get, so we need to interchange these 2 things. So we need to interchange these 2 things. So what we are going to get? 571. Interchange these 2 digits, we are going to get 352. Interchange these 2 digits, we are going to get 693. Interchange these two digits, we are going to get 814. Interchange these two digits, we are going to get 729. So this is what we are going to get. So whenever we are going to interchange the first digit and the third digit, so of each and every item, then we are going to get this one. So out of this, what is the first highest number? 571, 352, 693, 814, 729. So this is the first highest number. Then 729 is the second highest number. Then 693 is the third highest number. Then 571 is the fourth highest number. And then 352 is the fifth highest number. So you can see clearly 814 is the first highest number. 729 is the second highest number. 693 is the third highest number. And the 571 is the fourth highest number. And the 352 is the fifth highest number. So you can see clearly from this one. So now, in the question what they asked, what will be the second digit of the third highest number? So third highest number is this one. What is the second digit? 9. So 9 is the second digit of the third highest number. So this is what they asked in the question. So fifth highest number is 571. So then the second digit in the third highest number. So third highest number is this one. What is second digit in the third highest number? 9. So 9 is the correct solution of this question. So this is the correct solution of this question. So now we are going to solve the another question. See the question here. The question says that, basically in this question they are saying that how many ones are there in the following series. So how many ones? So how many ones are there in the following series which are immediately followed by 6 but not immediately preceded by 4. So listen carefully. In the question they are saying that how many ones are there in the following series which are immediately followed by 6 but not immediately preceded by 4. Listen carefully. How many ones are there in the following series which are immediately followed by 6? Immediately followed by 6 means after the 1 we need to get the 6. After the 1 we need to get the 6. Followed by 6 but not immediately preceded by 4. So here you should not get 4. You should not get 4 here, but here you should get the 6. So how many numbers are there which are followed by 6 but not preceded by 4? This is what they are asking this question. So how many ones are there in the following series which are immediately followed by the 6 but not immediately preceded by 4? Means in this question they are asking how many ones are there in the following series which are basically immediately followed by 6 but not immediately preceded by 4. Followed means after, preceded means before. So followed means after, preceded means before. So this is the number of ones we need to figure out. So the 4 options. So this is the number they have given. So the 4 options, option D, 3 is the correct solution of this question. So in this total number, we have to find how many number of ones which are there, which are immediately followed by 6 but not immediately preceded by 4, we need to figure out. So out of the 4 options, option D, 3 is the correct solution of this question. So let's solve this numerical. So same number I have written, all the series I have written, same series I have written, 1, 1, 6, 2, 6, 5, 1, 4, 1, 6, 3, 1, 6, 4, 4, 1, 6, 6, 1, 6. So this is the number series they have given. So in the question what they have mentioned, how many ones are there in the following series which are immediately followed by 6 but not immediately preceded by 4? So how many number of ones are there which are immediately followed by 6 but not immediately preceded by 4? Followed means after, preceded means before. So this is already told you. So now the possible cases are only 3, which are basically 116, 316 and 616. So let me solve here. So first of all, no, it is not the case here. So for this one, it is immediately followed by 6. It is immediately followed by 6. And it is not immediately preceded by 4. Yes, is a one case. It is a one case. So you can see it is immediately followed by 6, but it is not preceded by 4. So it is a one series. So 1, 1, 6. Then here again come here. It is followed by 4, but we should get followed by 6. So this is not the case. Again come here. Yes, it is followed by 6 and it is followed by 4. So this is also wrong. Here it is followed by 6, but it is not followed by 4. Yes, it is also true. So 3, 1, 6. Again here, it is followed by 6, but it is preceded by 4. So this is also wrong. We should not precede by 4. So this is also wrong. Again, it is followed by 6, but it is preceded by 6. So it is not preceded by 4. So therefore, this is also true. So 6, 1, 6. So only these three things are going to be possible. So therefore, we can say finally, these three possible cases are going to follow are present in which the number of ones which are followed by 6 and which are not preceded by 4. So this is the correct solution of this question. So only three number of possible cases are going to get followed are possible. Only three number of cases are possible in this sentence in which these the number of ones which are followed by 6 but not immediately preceded by 4. So these the number of ones in which these are immediately followed by the 6 but not immediately preceded by 4. So this is the correct solution of this question. So now we are going to solve another question. See the question here. If plus means minus and minus means dash, dash means into and into means plus, then find the value of the 108 minus 36 plus 13 bracket by 2 into 8. So if plus means minus, minus means division. If division means cross and cross means addition, then find the value of this value we need to figure out. So what is the implication of this one we need to figure out. So basically on this question what they are given. So if plus means minus, minus means division, division means x, and multiplication means addition, then find the value of this series we need to figure out. So this question they are given. If addition means subtraction, subtraction means division, division means multiplication, and multiplication means addition, then what is the value of this sequence we need to figure out. So the four options, option B, minus 12 is the correct solution of this question. So let's solve this numerical. So in the question what they have mentioned, basically addition means subtraction, subtraction means division, division means multiplication, and multiplication means addition. Then what is the value of this sequence we need to figure out. 108 minus 36 plus 13, the bracket division of 2 into 8. So this one we need to figure out. So now this will become, so after making all these things, now this will become, so minus means division, division, addition means subtraction, so brackets are like that only. Here multiplication means addition, addition. So this is what we are going to get after applying all these things for this sequence they have given in the question. So now we are going to solve this one with the help of the Bodmer's principle. So we are going to apply the Bodmer's principle. What is the Bodmer's principle rule? So BODMAS. So this one always you have to keep in your mind. So BO means bracket off. So BO means bracket off. So BO means bracket off. D means division. M means multiplication. A means addition. S means subtraction. So do analysis as per this priority only. So you have to do the analysis as per this priority always. So we can say you have to do the analysis as per this priority only. So therefore we can say Bodmer's. BO means bracket off. D means division. M means multiplication. A means addition. And S means subtraction. So you have to do the analysis as per this priority only. So you have to do the analysis as per this priority only. You have to do. So you have to do the simplification as per this process only, as per this priority only. So what is the principle? Bodmer's means BO means bracket off, D means division, M means multiplication, A means addition, and S means subtraction. So you have to do the simplification as per this principle, as per this priority. So the first priority, you have to do simplification, which is the data which is present in the bracket. So out of this division and subtraction, which is having highest property, out of this division and subtraction, which is having the highest priority, which is division is having the highest priority. So first you have to do the divide and then you have to do the subtraction. So 108 by 36. How much value you are going to get? 108 by 36 is equal to 3 you are going to get. So then so we do subtraction. So 3 minus 13, which is equal to minus 10. Minus 10 you have got. So minus 10 into 2 plus 8. So now, out of this multiplication addition, which is having the highest priority. So multiplication is having the highest priority. So therefore, minus 2 into minus 72 is equal to minus 20 plus 8, which is equal to minus 12. So this is the correct solution of this question. So always you have to do as per this process only. So therefore, I already told you, you have to always follow this principle to solve this type of questions. Always you have to follow this principle. Then you have to solve this type of question, which is the Bodmer's principle, which is called as the Bodmer's principle. So B1 means factor, D means division, M means multiplication, A means addition, and S means subtraction. So you have to do the analysis as per this priority always. So first you do a simplification for the data which is present in the bracket. So then here, first go for division, then subtraction. And then here, always multiplication and the addition. Multiplication is having the first priority, then to go for the addition. So same thing you have to do here. So first you have to do the simplification as per the is present in the bracket. So out of division and subtraction, which is having the highest priority division. So 183 36 means 3. 3 minus 13. Same as the everything the remaining as it is. So 3 minus 13 is minus 10. Minus 7 into 2 plus 8. So out of multiplication and addition, multiplication is having the highest priority. So minus 2 is minus 20. Minus 20 plus 8, which is equal to minus 2. So the answer is equal to minus 2 is the correct solution of the question. So now we are going to solve the other question. See the question here. In the given series, 4 minus 8, 16 minus 32, 64 up to the next number is dash, comma 256. So find the missing number. So basically, this number we need to figure out. 4 minus 8, 16 minus 32, 64. So this number we need to figure out, then 256. So what is this number we need to figure out? So the four options, option D, minus 128 is the correct solution of this question. So this is a 4 minus 8, 16 minus 32, 64. So this missing number we need to figure out, then 256. So this missing number is the minus 128 is the correct solution of this question. So minus 128 is the correct solution of this question. So let's solve this numerically. So this is the series we have given. Just 4 minus 8, 16 minus 32, 64. So this missing number we need to figure out, then 256. So this is the missing number we need to figure out. So suppose for this 4, if I multiply by minus 2, then I am going to get minus 8. So for minus 8, if I multiply by minus 2, then I am going to get 16. So for 16, if I multiply by minus 2, then I am going to get minus 32. So for minus 32, if I multiply by minus 2, then I am going to get 64. For 64, if I multiply by minus 2, then I am going to get minus 128. So for minus 128, if I multiply by minus 2, then I am going to get 256. So basically, in this question, for each and every number, if you multiply by minus 2, then you are going to get the next number. So you can say, so what is the logic here? For every number, if you multiply by minus 2, then you are going to get the next number. So 4 into minus 2 is minus 8. Minus 8 into minus 2 is 16. 16 into minus 2 is minus 32. Minus 32 into minus 2 is 64. 64 into minus 2 is equal to minus 128. Minus 128 into minus 2 is equal to 256. So what is the missing number? Missing number is equal to minus 128. So what is the logic here? For each and every number, we need to multiply by minus 2 in order to get the next number. So this is the logic. So we can say finally, for each and every number, if we multiply by minus 2, then we are going to get the next number. So this is the correct solution of this question. So minus 128 is the correct solution of this question. So now we are going to solve the another question. See the question here. In a certain code language, dec, sec, ek means how are you? So in this question they are given, in a certain code language, dec, sec, ek means how are you? Ek, make, take means you and I. Make, dec, fix means how am I in English. So what is the code for the am in that language? So basically, in a certain code language, Dek, sek, ek means how are you? Ek, mek, tek means you and I. Mek, dek, pik means how am I? This is a translation in the English. So what is the code for the am in the language? So what is the code for the am in the language? So are the four options, option 2, pick is the correct solution of this question. So let's solve this numerically. So now, see the solution here. The question what they are given? Dek, sek, ek. Dek, sek, ek means we can say, how are you? Equation 1. Next one. Ek, mek, tek. Ek, mek, tek means you and I. Equation 2. Similarly, mek, dek, pick. It means how am I? So this is the third equation. So in this question basically, what is the code for am? We need to figure out am. Am for am, we need to find what is the code. So let's solve this numerical. So basically, from 1 and 2 equations, so you can see clearly from 1 and 2 equations what we can get. So from 1 and 2, we can see clearly which is the common here. Here dek is there, here dek is not there. Here sek is there, here sek is not there. So listen carefully, between 1 and 2, which are the words which are common, try to figure out. So here how, there is no how. Here R is there, here R is not there. Here U is there, yes U is there. So U is there. So try to figure out which is the common word between these two. So common code, try to figure out what is the common code. Dek, here dek is not there. Sek is not there. Here ek is there. So therefore we can say, here U is common, here ek is common. So therefore we can say, ek means basically U. So our ek is mu means also we can say U is equal to ek. From 1 and 2 we can say U is equal to ek. Similarly, from 1 and 3, so from 1 and 3, try to figure out how is there, there also how is there, R is there, R is not there, U is there, U is not there. So what is the common here? How? Try to figure out what is a common code here also. Here dek is there, here dek is also there. Here sek means no sek, ek means no ek. So we can say dek. So here dek is there. So here basically we can say how means now ek. So how means we can say dek, comparing the 1 and 3. Now comparing the 2 and 3. So we have first compared 1 and 2. Then 1 and 3, and now try to figure out the compare the 2 and 3. So try to figure out compare 2 and 3. Here U is there, here U is not there. Here and is there, here and is not there. Here I is there, here also I is there. So this is a common. So try to figure out the common code here also. Ek is not there. Mek is there. Tek is not there. So only the common is mek. So therefore we can say I means na mek. So I means basically mek. So these three things we can get from here. So you can say U means ek, how means dek, I means mek. So if you see clearly, you know what is the, you can say here, you can see clearly from this picture, you can see, you know the code for the U, you know the code for U, you know the code for how, and you know the code for the I from these three equations. So I also, you know. Here you also, you know. So you also, you know. And then how also, you know. So then try to figure out what is an R means now what is a code now? R means, so how means we can say, how means dek. So dek we have already figured out. So dek we have already figured out, right? Then basically we can say U means ek. The only thing which is there, sek. So R means basically now sek. S-E-K, sek. So R also we have got. Now for and. So for U means we can say ek. And for I means we can say, it is a, I means we can say mek. So the remaining thing is and means take. So and means now take. So you can say clearly and means take. So we got this one, we got this one, we got this one. So finally, how means, I already told you, how means mek. Then I means mek. I means basically mek. So I means no pick. So basically I means no pick. So in this question what they asked me, so what is the code for am means pick. So pick is the code. So this is the correct solution of this question. So therefore, so from 1 we are going to get R is equal to 6. I already told you from 1 we are going to get R is equal to 6. So from 2 we are going to get and is equal to take. And from 3rd we are going to get and is equal to 5th. So therefore we can say from 1 we are going to get R is equal to 6. From 2 we are going to get and is equal to take. And from 3rd we are going to get and is equal to 5th. So this is the correct solution of this question. So from we got the R is equal to 6. From 2 we got the and is equal to take. And from 3 we got the am is equal to fic. So in this question, they're asking what is the code for am? Fic. Fic is the correct solution of this question. So like this, always you have to do the analysis to get the solution. So now we are going to solve the other question. So these are basically English questions. Now we are going to see in a very detailed manner. So this is the now English questions we are going to study in a very detailed manner. So what is the question? Dash idea in dash mind of dash great man can bring many changes. This is basically fill in the blank question. So dash idea in dash mind of dash great man can bring many changes. So what is this dash dash dash? We need to basically write this, all these dashes we need to write here. So let me take a beautiful color so that we can be able to see here. So here an idea. So an idea in the mind, an idea in the mind of a great man can bring many changes. So this is the correct solution in the blank. So an idea in the mind of a great man can bring many changes. An idea in the mind of a great man can bring many changes. So an idea in the mind of a great man can bring many changes. An idea in the mind of a great man can bring many changes. So this is the correct solution of this question. So we can say an idea in the mind of a great man can bring many changes. An idea in the mind of a great man can bring many changes. So this is the correct fill in the blank. So an idea in the mind of a great man can bring many changes. So this is the correct solution of this question. So let me discuss something more about this one. Same thing we have written, an idea in the mind of a great man can bring many changes. An idea in the mind of a great man can bring many changes. An idea in the mind of a great man can bring many changes. An idea in the mind of a great man can bring many changes. So finally I can say, an idea in the mind of a great man can bring many changes. So this is the correct solution of this question. So now we are going to discuss the another question. See the question here. The question says that which word correctly completes this C? So which word correctly completes this C? Dash cannot be queued, must be endued. Dash cannot be queued, must be endued. Whom, what, who, which. So the answer is what. So in this question, we are basically asking what is the correct word that we are going to fill in this blank. We need to figure out. So what cannot be queued must be endued. So what cannot be queued must be endued. So this is the correct fill in the blank. So what cannot be queued must be endued. So this one always you have to keep in your mind. So what cannot be queued must be endured. So this is a statement always you have to keep in your mind. So what cannot be queued must be endured. So what cannot be queued must be endured. So we can say what cannot be queued must be endured. So 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 this is the correct solution of this question. So now we'll discuss something more about this one. Same thing I have written. What cannot be queued must be endured. So what cannot be queued must be endured. So we can say what cannot be queued must be endured. So what cannot be queued must be basically endured. So what cannot be queued must be endured. So this is the correct solution of this question. So finally I can say what cannot be queued must be endured. So this is the correct solution of this question. So now we will discuss the another question. So the other question is find the correct meaning of the word appease. So appease. So in this question they are saying they are asking what is the correct meaning of the word appease. So for the word APTEASC, what is the meaning of this word? We need to figure out. So these four options. Option D, to make someone calm down. So appease means to make someone calm down. Is the correct solution of this question. But we will learn the other words, these meanings. What is the word also we are going to see. To make someone excited, it means exhilarated. Exhilarate. Exhilarate means to make someone more excited. To make someone irritate. To make someone irritated means irritable. Irritable is the meaning. So it is the, or this word, the meaning is irritable means to make someone irritated. To make someone angry means provoke. Provoke means you are making someone angry. To make someone calm down means appease. So these things always you have to keep in your mind. So what is the meaning of the word appease? Appease means to make someone calm down. So appease means to make someone calm down. So appease means basically to make someone calm down. Exhilarate means to make someone excited. To make someone excited. Provoke means to make someone angry. Irritable means to make someone irritated. So these things always you have to keep in your mind. So these are the words and the corresponding meaning. Exhilarate means to make someone excited. Irritable means to make someone irritated. Provoke means to make someone angry. Appease means to make someone calm down. So these things always you have to keep in your mind. So you can say exhilarate means to make someone excited. Irritable means to make someone irritated. Provoke means to make someone angry. Appease means to make someone calm down. So this one always you have to keep in your mind. So you can say exhilarate. It means to make someone excited. Irritable means to make someone irritated. Provoke means to make someone angry. Appease means to make someone calm down. So these are the words and the corresponding meaning. So finally I can say exhilarate. It means to make someone excited. Irritable means to make someone irritated. Provoke means to make someone angry. Appease means to make someone calm down. So appease means to make someone calm down is the correct solution of this question. So now let's discuss something more about this one. So appease means to make someone calm down. Exhilarate means to make someone excited. Provoke means to make someone angry. Irritable means to make someone irritated. So these are the words and the corresponding meanings. So finally I can say appease means to make someone calm down. Exhilarate means to make someone excited. Provoke means to make someone angry. Irritable means to make someone irritated. So this is the correct solution of this question. So now we will discuss the another question. So now the next question is find the correct antonym for the word indolent. So in this question they are asking find the correct antonym for the word indolent. So for this indolent they are asking what is the antonym, means opposite word. Option A active, option B lazy, option C ideal, option D indolent. So out of this active is the correct antonym for this indolent is the correct solution for this question. So basically what is the meaning of the indolent? Indolent means it means showing no real interest or effort. So indolent means it means showing no real interest or effort. Means basically you can say lazy person or idle person or very ignorant person. Ignorant person means is not doing ignorant means is not conscious. Is neglecting all those things. Lazy means is also neglecting. Ideal means is also not thinking practically. Active means we can say is very much active, is very much involvement. Indolent means not interest, whereas active means is taking interest. So we can say both are antonyms. So we can say active is the antonym of the indolent. Indolent means you are very lazy person. Active means you are very active person. So both are basically antonyms of each other. So then what are the synonyms of the indolent, which is lazy, ignorant and ideal? So indolent means basically you are showing no real interest or no effort. You are not making any effort to make things happen. So in simple words we can say indolent means very lazy person or very ignorant person. Ignorant means is not showing giving interest in any work. Ideal means is sitting ideally without doing any work. So we can say the antonym of the indolent means active is the correct solution of this question. So finally I can say So for indolent, the correct antonym is the active is the correct solution of this question. So now we'll discuss something more about this one. So I already told you for indolent, the correct antonym is the active. So what is the meaning of indolent? It means showing no real interest or no effort. So basically, it means you are showing no real interest or no effort. So basically you are not putting any effort. You are not putting any real interest in anything, then you are said to be indolent. So it is also called as a lazy. Lazy means same thing. It is basically not providing any interest. Idle means sitting idly without doing any work. Indolent means is not showing any interest in any work. So these are the synonyms of the indolent. Whereas active means is participating in each and every activity with a lot of interest to become successful in life. So we can say both are opposite words. Their meanings are opposite. So we can say these are the antonyms. So finally I can say indolent means is not showing any interest in anything. Active means is always showing the interest in everything. So both are antonyms of each other. So we can say the synonyms of the indolent are the lazy, ideal, ignorant. Lazy means not showing any effort. Ideal means not showing any effort. Sitting ideally without doing any work. Ignorant means is not giving any importance to anything in life. So this is the synonyms of the indolent, whereas the active is the antonym of the indolent. So this is the correct solution of this question. So now we are going to discuss the another question. See the question here. Dash the palm tree carefully. The worker tapped body very skillfully into a pot. So basically it is a fill in the blank question. So dash the palm tree carefully. The worker tapped body very skillfully into a pot. So option A climbed, option B climbing, option C being climbed, option D having climbed. So out of this, climbing the palm tree carefully, the worker tapped body very skillfully into a pot. So climbing the palm tree. So climbing the palm tree carefully, the worker tapped body very skillfully into a pot. So basically we can say that we can say this person, the person which are going to climb the palm trees in order to get that white milk, that is basically climbing. So climbing the palm tree carefully, the worker tapped body very skillfully into a pot. So climbing the palm tree carefully, the worker tapped body very skillfully into a pot. So climbing the palm tree carefully, the worker tapped body very skillfully into a pot. Climbing the palm tree carefully, the worker tapped body very skillfully into a pot. So climbing the palm tree carefully, the worker tapped body very skillfully into a pot. So we can say climbing the palm tree carefully, the worker tapped body very skillfully into a pot. So climbing the palm tree carefully, the worker tapped body very skillfully into a pot. So this is the correct solution of this question. So now we'll discuss something more about this one. So climbing the palm tree carefully, the worker tapped body very skillfully into a pot. Climbing the palm tree carefully, the worker tapped body very skillfully into a pot. Climbing the palm tree carefully, the worker tapped body very carefully and skillfully into a pot. Climbing the palm tree carefully, the worker tapped body very skillfully into a pot. So finally I can say, climbing the palm tree carefully, the worker tapped body very skillfully into a pot. So this is the correct solution of this question. So now we are going to discuss another question. See the question here. Our own dash doesn't allow us to do anything wrong when we are dash about it. It is basically a fill in the blank question. Our own dash doesn't allow us to do anything wrong when we are dash about it. Our own science. So our own science. doesn't allow us to do anything wrong when we are conscious about it. Conscious about it. So our own conscience doesn't allow us to do anything wrong when we are conscious about it. Our own conscience doesn't allow us to do anything wrong when we are conscious about it. Our own conscience doesn't allow us to do anything wrong when we are conscious about it. So conscience means basically, conscience means it means a person's moral sense of right and wrong. It means a person's moral sense of right and wrong. Conscious means it means having knowledge of something, awareness. Basically, conscience means it means having the knowledge of something or awareness. Our own conscience, it means a person's moral sense of right and wrong. Doesn't allow us to do anything wrong when we are conscious about it. Conscious means basically having the knowledge of something or awareness of something. So we can say our own conscience doesn't allow us to do anything wrong when we are conscious about something. See, basically, when you are conscious about something, then your personality is going to tell you not to do those things. Basically, if you are conscious about something, then definitely your moral sense will tell you not to do those things. So say, suppose there is a cigarette. If you are going to inhale a cigarette, then definitely you are going to get some disease. So these things, you have knowledge about this one. If you have the proper knowledge about this one, definitely your moral sense is not going to allow us to do those wrong things. So therefore, conscious means awareness. If you have the awareness about something, then definitely your moral sense will tell you what to do and what not to do. So we can say our own conscience doesn't allow us to do anything wrong when we are conscious about it. See, when we have knowledge or the awareness about something, then definitely our personality or the moral sense will tell what to do and what not to do. If we are conscious or awareness about something, then our conscience or the moral sense will tell us what to do and what not to do. So this is what they are asking in this question. So when we are very conscious about something, means when we have knowledge about something or when we have awareness about something, then definitely our conscience, means our moral sense, will tell us what to do and what not to do. So finally I can say, our own conscience doesn't allow us to do anything wrong when we are conscious about it. Our own conscience doesn't allow us to do anything wrong when we are conscious about it. So now we'll discuss something more about this one. So you can see clearly here, our own conscience doesn't allow us to do anything wrong when we are conscious about it. So our own conscience doesn't allow us to do anything wrong when we are conscious about it. So conscience means it means a person's moral sense of right and wrong. Conscience means it means having knowledge of something or awareness of something. So I already told you, if you have awareness or the knowledge or the conscience about something, then your conscience or the moral sense will tell you what to do and what not to do. So therefore we can say, if you have the conscience or the knowledge or the awareness of something, then definitely your conscience or the moral sense will tell you what to do and what not to do. So finally I can say, our own conscience doesn't allow us to do anything wrong when we are conscious about it. Conscience means it means a person's moral sense of right and wrong. And conscience means it means having the knowledge of something. So finally I can say, our own conscience doesn't allow us to do anything wrong when we are conscious about it. Conscience means it means a person's moral sense of right and wrong. And the conscience means it means having the knowledge of something. So this is the correct solution of this question. So now we are going to solve another question. See the question here. Reading improves one's ability to understand life. Dash. Question mark. Reading improves one's ability to understand life. Dash. Question mark. So the four options, option A, doesn't it, is the correct solution of this question. So reading improves one's ability to understand life. Doesn't it? So this is the correct fill in the blank from these options. So Reading improves one's ability to understand life, doesn't it? So doesn't it is the corrective fill in the blank. So you can say reading improves one's ability to understand life. The answer is doesn't it? Doesn't it? Question mark. So we can say reading improves one's ability to understand life. Doesn't it? Reading improves one's ability to understand life. Doesn't it? Reading improves one's ability to understand life. Doesn't it? Reading improves one's ability to understand life. Doesn't it? Reading improves one's ability to understand life. Doesn't it? Reading improves one's ability to understand life. Doesn't it? Reading improves one's ability to understand life. Doesn't it? Reading improves one's ability to understand life. Doesn't it? Reading improves one's ability to understand life. Doesn't it? Reading improves one's ability to understand life. Doesn't it? Reading improves one's ability to understand life. Doesn't it? Question mark. So finally I can say reading improves one's ability to understand life. Doesn't it? Question mark. So reading improves one's ability to understand life. Doesn't it? Question mark. So now we'll discuss something more about this one. Reading improves one's ability to understand life. Doesn't it? Question mark. Reading improves one's ability to understand life. Doesn't it? Question mark. Reading improves one's ability to understand life. Doesn't it? Question mark. Reading improves one's ability to understand life. Doesn't it? Question mark. Reading improves one's ability to understand life. Doesn't it? Question mark. Reading improves one's ability to understand life. Doesn't it? Question mark. Reading improves one's ability to understand life. Doesn't it? Question mark. Reading improves one's ability to understand life. Doesn't it? Question mark. Reading improves one's ability to understand life. Doesn't it? Question mark. So this is the correct solution of this question. So now we are going to solve another question. See the question here. The question says that the birds dash soon after we dash the doors of the cage a few minutes ago. The birds flew away. Flew away soon after we opened the doors of the cage a few minutes ago. So basically, the birds flew away. The birds flew away. The birds flew away soon after we opened the doors of the cage a few minutes ago. This is a past tense. This is a past tense because it is happening in the past. So the birds flew away soon after we opened the doors of the cage a few minutes ago. So basically, it is open. Past tense means it is open. So therefore the option A is wrong. Option B is also wrong. So option C is also wrong because they will flew, not fly away. So the birds flew away soon after we opened the doors of the cage a few minutes ago. So we can say past tense means open. Past tense means open. The birds flew away soon after we opened the doors of the cage a few minutes ago. The birds flew away soon after we opened the doors of the cage a few minutes ago. The birds flew away soon after we opened the doors of the cage a few minutes ago. So you can say the birds flew away soon after we opened the doors of the cage a few minutes ago. The birds flew away soon after we opened the doors of the cage a few minutes ago. So basically it is a past tense. So birds are going to flew away. They are going to flew away. So in the past tense means we have opened the door. So we can say finally the birds flew away soon after we opened the doors of the cage a few minutes ago. So birds are going to flew away whenever we are going to open the door. So we can say the birds flew away soon after we opened the doors of the cage a few minutes ago. So this is the correct solution of this question. So now we'll discuss something more about this one. So you can see clearly here, the birds flew away soon after we opened the doors of the cage a few minutes ago. So we can say the birds flew away soon after we opened the doors of the cage a few minutes ago. So basically, as a past tense means we are going to open the door and the birds are going to flew away. So therefore we can say the birds flew away soon after we opened the doors of the cage a few minutes ago. So the birds flew away soon after we opened the doors of the cage a few minutes ago. So basically I've already told it's a past tense. So the door is open and the birds are going to flew away. So finally I can say the birds flew away soon after we opened the doors of the cage a few minutes ago. The birds flew away soon after we opened the doors of the cage a few minutes ago. So this is the correct solution of this question. So now we are going to solve the other question, the question here. The question says that he dash them for the last many years. He dash them for the last many years. We have known them. We have known them. We have known them. We have known them. We have known them for the last many years. We have known them for the last many years. This is a fill the blank type of question. So we have known them for the last many years. We have known them for the last many years. We have known them for the last many years. We have known them for the last many years. We have known them for the last many years. We have known them for the last many years. So we have known them for the last many years. So basically we have known them for the last many years. So we have known them for the last many years. So we have known them for the last many years. We have known them for the last many years. So now we will discuss something more about this one. So we have known them for the last many years. So we have known them for the last many years. We have known them for the last many years. We have known them for the last many years. We have known them for the last many years. We have known them for the last many years. So finally I can say we have known them for the last many years. So this is the correct solution of this question. The next question is the dacoits amazed wealth dash the passengers at gunpoint. The dacoits amazed wealth dash the passengers at gunpoint. The dacoits amazed wealth by threatening. By threatening. So by threatening. So by threatening. So this is the correct, you can say, option. The dacoits amazed wealth by threatening the passengers at gunpoint. The dacoits amazed wealth by threatening the passengers at the gunpoint. So basically, the robbers are basically they have stolen the wealth of the passengers with the help of gunpoint by threatening them. So basically, the robbers have they have taken all the wealth of the passengers and they showed the gunpoint by threatening. So we can say the dacoits amazed wealth by threatening the passengers at the gunpoint. The dacoits amazed wealth by threatening the passengers at the gunpoint. The dacoits amazed wealth by threatening the passengers at the gunpoint. The dacoits amazed wealth by threatening the passengers at the gunpoint. The dacoits amazed wealth by threatening the passengers at the gunpoint. The dacoits amazed wealth by threatening the passengers at the gunpoint. The dacoits amazed wealth by threatening the passengers at the gunpoint. The dacoits amazed wealth by threatening the passengers at the gunpoint. The dacoits amazed wealth by threatening the passengers at the gunpoint. The dacoits amazed wealth by threatening the passengers at the gunpoint. The dacoits amazed wealth by threatening the passengers at the gunpoint. So now we'll discuss something more about this one. The dacoits amazed wealth by threatening the passengers at the gunpoint. So the dacoits amazed wealth by threatening the passengers at the gunpoint. The dacoits amazed wealth by threatening the passengers at gunpoint. the decades amassed wealth by returning the passengers at gunpoint. So this is the correct solution of this question. So finally I can say the decades amassed wealth by returning the passengers at the gunpoint. The decades amassed wealth by returning the passengers at gunpoint. So this is the correct solution of this question. Now we are going to discuss another question. See the question here. Find the passive voice of the following sentence. So basically we have to find what is the passive voice of the following sentence. So do not stick posters on the walls. So this is basically an active voice. So we have to find what is the passive voice for this statement. So out of these four options, option A is the correct solution of this question. You are warned not to stick posters on the walls. So do not stick posters on the walls. It is the active voice. Then you are warned not to stick posters on the walls. So this is a passive voice. So do not stick posters on the walls. It is basically an active voice. You are warned not to stick posters on the walls. So this is a passive voice. So do not stick posters on the walls. It is an active voice. You are warned not to stick posters on the walls. So do not stick posters on the walls. It is an active voice. And you are warned not to stick posters on the walls. Passive voice. Do not stick posters on the walls. Active voice. You are warned not to stick posters on the walls. It is a passive voice. So therefore, finally I can say, do not stick posters on the walls. It is an active voice. You are warned not to stick posters on the walls. It is a passive voice. So this is the correct solution of this question. So now we will discuss something more about this one. So do not stick posters on the walls. It is basically an active voice. You are warned not to stick posters on the walls. It is a passive voice. So therefore we can say, do not stick posters on the walls. It is an active voice. Whereas you are warned not to stick posters on the walls. It is a passive voice. So do not stick posters on the walls. It is an active voice. And you are warned not to stick posters on the walls. It is a passive voice. Do not stick posters on the walls. It is an active voice. And you are warned not to stick the posters on the walls. It is a passive voice. So do not stick posters on the walls. It is basically an active voice. You are warned not to stick the posters on the walls. It is a passive voice. So these things always you have to keep in mind. So finally, I can say like this. Do not stick posters on the walls. It is basically an active voice. And you are warned not to stick the posters on the walls. It is a passive voice. So finally, I can say, do not stick posters on the walls. Active voice. Then you are warned not to stick posters on the walls. It is a passive voice. So this is the correct solution of this question. So now the next question is, find the grammatically correct sentence among the following sentences. So basically here, the question they are saying, find the grammatically correct sentence among the following sentence. So basically they are given four options. So we have to find what is the correct grammatically sentence we need to figure out. So what is option A? The streets of Chandigarh are wider than Mysore. Option B, the streets of Chandigarh are as wide as Mysore. Option C, the population of Kolkata is greater than Delhi. Option D, the population of Kolkata is greater than that of Delhi. So out of these four options, option D is a grammatically correct sentence, which is the population of Kolkata is greater than that of Delhi. So this is the, we can say correct, so this is basically called as the correct grammatically correct sentence. So we can say that the population of Kolkata is greater than that of Delhi. The population of Kolkata is greater than that of Delhi. So this is the correct grammatical sentence. The population of Kolkata is greater than that of Delhi. So now we'll discuss why the remaining are wrong. Only this is the correct. We will discuss now. So the grammatically correct sentences are, so what are the grammatically correct sentences? Listen carefully. The population, so the population of Kolkata is greater than that of Delhi. So here you have to use the population of Kolkata is greater than that of Delhi. The next the correct grammatical sentence is, the streets of Chandigarh are wider than those of Mysore. Here it should be, those of. So we can say the streets of Chandigarh are wider than those of Mysore. So these things always you have to keep in your mind. So you can see clearly here what they are given. The streets of Chandigarh are wider than those of. Here you have to use those of. The streets of Chandigarh are wider than those of. The streets of Chandigarh are wider than those of Mysore. Similarly, the climate, another example is the climate of Pune is better than that of Delhi, and the roads of Delhi are wider than those of Mumbai. So I always you have to remember in this fashion. The population of Kolkata is greater than that of Delhi. The streets of Chandigarh are wider than those of Mysore, and the climate of Pune is better than that of Delhi, and the roads of Delhi are wider than those of Mumbai. So you have to be careful where you have to use the that of and where you have to use the those of. So let me tell you, note here, when there is a comparison between two nouns of the same class, then that of is used to avoid the repetition of the singular nouns. Example, climate and population. So basically, when there is a comparison between the two nouns of the same class, then that of is used to avoid the repetition of singular nouns. Example is climate, population. So you can see clearly regarding the population, Kolkata and Delhi, so both are nouns. So here you have to use that of. You have to use that of. Here also Pune and Delhi, these are both nouns. So here we have to use the that of. Similarly, when there is a comparison between the two nouns of the same class, then those of is used to avoid the repetition of the plural nouns. Example, roads and streets. See, you can see clearly here, population. See, population is basically, you can say population and climate are singular nouns. So here you have to use that of. But streets and roads, these are plural. So we have to use those of. So these things always you have to keep in your mind. So population and climate, these are basically singular nouns. So therefore here we have to use that of. Whereas the streets and the roads are the plural nouns. So there we have to use those of. So this is the important statement always you have to keep in your mind. So in the singular nouns, you have to use that of whenever you are doing the comparison. In the plural nouns, if you are doing the comparison, then you have to use the those of. So this is what I am trying to tell you. So therefore we can say, whenever you are going to compare the two singular nouns, then we have to use that of. But whenever you are going to compare the two plural nouns, then you have to use those of. So this is something always you have to keep in your mind. So therefore we can say, whenever you are going to compare the two singular nouns, you have to use that of. And whenever you are going to compare the two plural nouns, then we have to use the those of. So population and climate are singular nouns, so we have to use that of. Whereas the streets and the roads are the plural nouns, so we have to use the those of. So this is what I am trying to tell you. So therefore, finally, the grammatically correct sentences are: the population of Kolkata is greater than that of Delhi. The streets of Chandigarh are wider than those of Mysore. The climate of Pune is better than that of Delhi. The roads of Delhi are wider than those of Mumbai. Note, whenever there is a comparison between the two nouns of the same class, then that of is used to avoid the repetition of the singular nouns. Example, climate and population. Whenever there is a comparison between the two nouns of the same class, then those of is used to avoid the repetition of the plural nouns. Example, roads and streets. So finally, whenever you are going to compare the two nouns, then we have to use that of whenever we are going to use the singular nouns. So whenever you are going to compare the two things, then we have to use that of in the case of singular noun. But whenever you are going to compare two things, and whenever there is these are basically plural nouns, then we have to use the those of. Singular nouns comparison means you have to use that of. Plural nouns comparison means you have to use the those of. So this is what I am trying to tell you from all this time. So therefore, we can say finally, the population of Kolkata is greater than that of Delhi. Here, the streets of Chandigarh are wider than those of Mysore. Streets is a plural, so you have to use those of. Population is a singular, so you have to use that of. So this is what I am trying to tell you. So finally, I can say, the population of Kolkata is greater than that of Delhi. The streets of Chandigarh are wider than those of Mysore. The climate of Pune is better than that of Delhi, and the roads of Delhi are wider than those of Mumbai. So what is the note here? Whenever there is a comparison between the two nouns of the same class, then the top is used to avoid the repetition of the similar nouns. Example is climate, population. And whenever there is a comparison between the two nouns of the same class, then those of is used to avoid the repetition of the plural nouns. Example, roads and streets. So this is the correct solution of this question. So now we are going to solve another question. See the question here. Which of the following sentence is grammatically correct? So which of the following sentence is grammatically correct? So which of the following sentence is grammatically correct? So basically they are given 4 options and they are asking which is a grammatically correct sentence. Option A, either you should purchase a flat or a plot in Hyderabad. Statement. Option B, he did not only help his friends but also his relatives. Statement 3, not only he did help his friends but also his relatives. Statement 4, you should purchase either a flat or a plot in Hyderabad. So basically option D is the correct solution of this question. You should purchase either a flat or a plot in Hyderabad. So you should purchase either a flat or a plot in Hyderabad. So this is the grammatically correct sentence. You should purchase either a flat or a plot in Hyderabad. So you should purchase either a flat or a plot in Hyderabad. So you should purchase either a flat or a plot in Hyderabad. So this is a grammatically correct sentence. So we can say you should purchase either a flat or a plot in Hyderabad. You should purchase either a flat or a plot in Hyderabad. You should purchase either a flat or plot in Hyderabad. You should purchase either a flat or a plot in Hyderabad. So this is a correct grammatical sentence. So we can say you should purchase either a flat or a plot in Hyderabad. You should purchase either a flat or a plot in Hyderabad. You should purchase either a flat or a plot in Hyderabad. You should purchase either a flat or a plot in Hyderabad. You should purchase either a flat or a plot in Hyderabad. You should purchase either a flat or a plot in Hyderabad. You should purchase either a flat or a plot in Hyderabad. You should purchase either a flat or a plot in Hyderabad. So this is the grammatically correct sentence. So now we'll discuss something more about this one. So grammatically correct sentence is you should purchase either a flat or a plot in Hyderabad. So this is the point always you have to keep in your mind. So therefore we can say you should be basically, so we can say in simple words I can say you should purchase either a flat or a plot in Hyderabad. So therefore we can say you should purchase either a flat or a plot in Hyderabad. So this is the grammatically correct sentence. So like this always you have to keep the concept in your mind. So this is a grammatically correct sentence. So therefore we can say in simple words. So I can say in simple words then you should purchase either a flat or a plot in Hyderabad. So this is a grammatically correct sentence. You should purchase either a flat or a plot in Hyderabad. You should purchase either a flat or a plot in Hyderabad. You should purchase either a flat or a plot in Hyderabad. So this is the grammatically correct sentence. So this is the correct solution of this question. So now we are going to solve another question. See the question here. The question says that identify the grammatically correct sentence among the following. So in this question they are asking identify the grammatically correct sentence among the following. So basically they are given 4 options and they are asking which is the grammatically correct sentence we need to figure out. Option A, it is time the program should have been started. Option B, it is time the program could have been started. Option C, it is time the program started. Option D, it is time the program would have started. So the 4 options, option C, it is time the program started. It is time the program started. So this is the correct grammatical sentence. So it is time the program started. 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 So this is the correct grammatically sentence. So it is a grammatically correct sentence. It is time the program started. So it is a time the program started. It is a time the program started. It is a time the program started. It is a time. It is a time the program started. It is a time. It is time the program started. It is time the program started. So this is the grammatically correct sentence. So we can say it is the time the program started. It is the time the program started. It is the time the program started. So this is the grammatically correct sentence. So we can say it is the time the program started. It is the time the program started. So this is the grammatically correct sentence. So now we'll discuss something more about this one. It is the time the program started. So it is the time the program started. It is the time the program started. It is the time the program started. So this is the correct grammatically sentence. Grammatically correct sentence. It is time the program started. So it is the time the program started. 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 It is time the program started. It is the 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 time the program started. So finally, I can say it is time the program started. So this is the grammatically correct sentence. So this is the correct solution of this question. So now we will discuss the another question. See the question here. The question says that in case of my coming across my childhood friends, I will arrange a get together. Which of the following sentence has a similar meaning? Listen carefully. In case of my coming across my childhood friends, I will arrange a get together. Which of the following sentences has a similar meaning? So basically they are given one sentence and they are asking out of these options, which option is going to give you the same meaning as the statement which is given in the question. So this is what they are asking in the question. So therefore we can say, in case of my coming across my childhood friends, I will arrange a get together. So option A, whenever I come across my childhood friends, I will arrange a get together. This is wrong. Option B, when I came across my childhood friends, I will arrange a get together. This is also wrong. Statement D, unless I come across my childhood friends, I will arrange a get together. So this is also wrong. If I come across my childhood friends, I will arrange a get together. So this is the correct solution of this question. So both are going to have the same meanings. In case of my coming across my childhood friends, I will arrange a get together. Or if I come across my childhood friends, I will arrange a get together. So these both are going to give you the same meaning. In case of my coming across my childhood friends, I will arrange a get together. Or if I come across my childhood friends, I will arrange a get together. So both are going to give you the same meaning. In case of my coming across my childhood friends, I will arrange a get together. If I come across my childhood friends, I will arrange a get together. So these both statements are going to have the same meanings. In case of my coming across my childhood friends, I will arrange a get together. If I come across my childhood friends, I will arrange a get together. So both these statements are going to give you the same meanings. In case of my coming across my childhood friends, I will arrange a get together. If I come across my childhood friends, I will arrange a get together. So these both are going to give you the same meaning. So we can say, in case of my coming across my childhood friends, I will arrange a get together. If I come across my childhood friends, I will arrange a get together. So both are going to give me the same result, same meaning. In case of my coming across my childhood friends, I will arrange a get together. If I come across my childhood friends, I will arrange a get together. So both are going to have the same meaning. If I come across my childhood friends, I will arrange a get together. Or in case of my coming across my childhood friends, I will arrange a get together. So finally I can say that in case of my coming across my childhood friends, I will arrange a get together. If I come across my childhood friends, I will arrange a get together. So these both are going to have the same meanings. So now we'll discuss something more about this one. So the solution is, in case of my coming across my childhood friends, I will arrange a get together. Or if I come across my childhood friends, I will arrange a get together. So both are going to have the same meaning. So therefore we can say, in case of my coming across my childhood friends, I will arrange a get together. Or if I come across my childhood friends, I will arrange a get together. So basically both are going to have the same meaning. In case of my coming across my childhood friends, I will arrange a get together. Or if I come across my childhood friends, I will arrange a get together. So both are going to have the same meaning. So finally I can say, in case of my coming across my childhood friends, I will arrange a get together. If I come across my childhood friends, I will arrange a get together. So both are going to have the same meaning. So finally I can say, in case of my coming across my childhood friends, I will arrange a get together. If I come across my childhood friends, I will arrange a get together. So both are going to have the same meanings. So this is the correct solution of this question. So now we are going to solve the another question. See the question here. Choose the option which is different from the rest. So in this question they are asking, choose the option which is different from the rest we need to figure out. So choose the option which is different from the others we need to figure out. Option A, platform. Option B, bus stand. Option C, park. Option D, dog. So out of this, which is the option which is having the different from the others? So out of the four options, option C, park is the correct solution of this question. Park is the correct solution of this question. So choose the option which is different from the rest means option A, platform. Option B, bus stand. Option C, park. Option D, dog. So out of these four options, option C, park is the correct solution of this question. So option C, park is the correct solution of this question. So therefore you can see, in the case of platform, in the case of bus stand, and in the case of dog, which are basically halting places. Halting places means it is a platform means here, the platform is trains are going to come here and they are going to stay here. Bus stand means buses are going to come here. And here dog means the ships are going to come here. Whereas park means people are going to go. So park means people are going to go for enjoyment. So therefore we can say, out of this is the here the trains are going to come here. Here the basically we can say buses are going to go here. Whereas in here we are going to have the ships. Whereas here it is a people are going to go. So we can say this is the different from the remaining things. So option C, park is the correct solution of this question. So platform, bus stand, dog are the halting places. So all except park are the halting places. So except park remaining all are the halting places for the different things, for various transport means. So we can say these things always you have to keep in your mind. So these things. So platform, bus stand, dock are the halting places, whereas park is not a halting place. So we can say park is the which is having a meaning different from the remaining these three. So these things always you have to keep in your mind. So now we'll discuss something more about this one. So platform, bus stand, dock are the halting places. So in the platform, trains are going to come here and they are going to stay here. And the bus stand means buses are going to come and they are going to stay here. Dock means ships are going to come and they are going to stay here. So these are called as the halting places. Halting places means these are going to stay here. Say all except park are the halting places. So park for the various transport means. So all except park are the halting places for the various transport means. So you can see except park, remaining all other are the halting places for the various transport means. So except park, remaining all the things are the halting places for the various transport means. So we can say Except park, remaining all other are the halting places for the various transport means. So except park, remaining all are the halting places for the various transport means. So except park, remaining all are the halting places for the various transport means. So now we'll discuss the different types of, we can say, halting places. Hangar means it is a halting place for the clothes. Platform, it's a halting place for the trains. Dock, it is a halting place for the ships. Bus stand, it is a halting place for the buses. So hangar means it is a halting place for the clothes. Platform, it is a halting place for the trains. Dock, it is a halting place for the ships. And the bus stand, it is a halting place for the buses. So these things always you have to keep in your mind. So hangar means it is a halting places for the clothes. Platform means it is a halting place for the trains. Dock means it is a halting place for the ships. Whereas a bus stand, it is a halting place for the buses. So in the park, people are going to go and they are going to do their enjoyment there. So Clark is the only thing which is going to have the different meaning when compared to remaining three. So this is the correct solution on this question. So finally, I can say platform, bus stand, dock are the halting places for the various transport means. So all except park are the halting places for the various transport means. Hangar means it is a halting place for the clothes. Platform means it is a halting place for the trains. Dock means it is a halting place for the ships. And the bus stand means it is a halting place for the buses. So these things always you have to keep in your mind. So this is the correct solution of this question. Now we are going to solve the another question. See the question here. The three of the four words given below are related in a certain way. Find out the odd one which does not fit in the above relation. So the three of the four words given below are related in a certain way. Find out the odd one which does not fit in the above relation. So basically in this question they are saying that out of these four options, three are going to have some meaning. They are basically related in somewhat manner. But the remaining one is not going to fit in the remaining three. So what is the odd one we need to figure out? So option is swan, option B quail, option C parrot, option D sparrow. So these four options, option A, swan is the correct solution of this question. So swan is basically the only water bird in the group. So swan is the only which is the water bird in the group. Whereas the quail, parrot, sparrow, as well as vulture, all these are going to live on the land. So quail, parrot, sparrow, and the vulture, all these are going to live on the land. Whereas the swan is the only thing. This bird is going to live in the water. It is a water bird. Only swan can swim in the water and the rest cannot do it. So the swan is the only thing which can swim in the water, but the remaining don't know how to swim in the water. So we can say quail can't swim in the water, parrot also can't swim in the water, and the sparrow also cannot know how to swim in the water. Only swan is going to know how to swim in the water, and swan is basically, it is the only water bird in the group. So it is having some different meaning when compared to the remaining three. So this is the correct solution of this question. So let me discuss something more about this one. So I've already told you, swan is the only water bird in the group. So swan is the only water bird in the group. So you can see swan is the only water bird in the group. Whereas the quail, parrot, sparrow, vulture, all these are going to live on the land. Only swan can swim in the water and the rest cannot do it. I've already told you, swan is the only bird which know how to swim in the water, whereas the quail, parrot, sparrow, vulture, all these know how to live on the land only but not on the water. So they can't swim. So finally, I can say swan is the only water bird. Means it can swim in the water, whereas the quail, parrot, sparrow, vulture, all these are they are going to land birds. They are going to live in the land and they don't know how to swim in the water. So therefore we can say swan is the only water bird, whereas the quail, parrot, sparrow, vulture, all these are the land birds. Water bird means they know how to swim in the water, and land birds means they know only how to live in the land, but they don't know how to swim in the water. So finally, I can say swan is the only water bird in the group, whereas the quail, parrot, sparrow, vulture, all these are going to live on the land. Only swan can swim in water and the rest can't do it. So finally, in simple words, I can say swan is the only water bird, whereas the remaining quail, parrot, sparrow, vulture, all these are the land birds. Water birds means they know how to swim in the water. Land birds means only they know how to live in the land, but they can't swim in the water. So swan is the correct solution of this question. So now we are going to solve the other question. See the question here. If southeast becomes north, northeast becomes west, and so on, what will be the northwest and northwest and southwest becomes? So listen carefully in this question. We are saying that if southeast becomes north and northeast becomes west and so on, then what will be the northwest and southwest becomes? So they are going to give the conditions like if southeast becomes north and northeast becomes west and so on, then what is the northwest and southwest becomes? We need to figure out. So the four options, option A, south and east is the correct solution of this question. Means northwest will become south and southwest will become east. So this is the correct solution of this question. So let's solve this numerical. So you can see clearly from this picture, I have drawn all these things. So generally, this is the north, this is the south. So this is the east and this is the west. So north, south, east and west. Always sun is going to rise on the east. So this one I already told you. So basically let me draw with the red color pen so that you can easily able to understand. Sun is always going to come in the, it is going to rise, it is going to rise in the east. It is going to rise in the east. And it is going to go down in the west. So these things you can know very easily. So these are very easy things. So north, south, this is east and this is the west. So what will be, this will become northeast and this will become northwest and this will become southeast and this will become southwest. So if this is north, south, east, west, then this will become northeast, this will become northwest, this will become southeast and this will become southwest. So in the question what they are given, in the question they are given, if southeast becomes north, southeast is where is there? This is the southeast, right? Southeast is becoming north. This is what they have mentioned in the question. So southeast is become north. And northeast becomes west. Northeast where here? So north is becoming west. So this is what they are given. Southeast is becoming north and northeast is becoming west. So then what is going to happen? Then we can see clearly. See in the clockwise. So go in the clockwise. Then what is the northeast, southwest? All are 90 degree perpendicular. So if I go in the clockwise, this is the north, east, south, west. Same in the clockwise. In the clockwise, what I am going to do? I am going to name here. If this is north, then it will become east. Then it will become south. Then it will become west. As you can see clearly, north, east, south, west. In the clockwise direction, right? Here also same thing in the clockwise direction. So this is the north, then this will become east, this will become south, and this will become west. All are 90 degree perpendicular. So now, then in this question, what they are asking, then northwest becomes, northwest is becoming now south, northwest is now becoming south, and southwest is becoming now east. So this is the correct solution of this question. So northwest is becoming south, and the southwest is becoming east. So this is the correct solution of this question. So like this always you have to do the analysis. If you do the analysis like this, then you can solve any type of the question in a very fraction of seconds. So I request you to remember only one thing, which is that, so this is the north, this is the south, this is the east, and this is the west. So this will become northeast, northwest, southeast, and southwest. So now, so the clockwise means north, east, southwest. So in the same category, I have named this one and I got the result. So northwest is becoming south and southwest is becoming east. So this is the correct solution of this question. So now we are going to solve the another question. So now we are going to solve the another question. See the question here. In a certain code language, PNEUMONIA is written as PJOPMVFOA. How will the promotion be written in that code language? So if you see clearly, in a certain code language, phonemia is written as PJOPMVFOA. Then how will the promotion be written in that code language? So basically, with the help of some code language, we have written phenomena as the PJOPM Then how the promotion we are going to write in that code language we need to figure out. So the four options, option B, PPJUONPSN. So this is the correct solution of this question. So let's solve this numerical. So now you can see clearly here. So this is the question what they have mentioned. Pneumonia, PNEUMONIA. This is written as PJOPMVFOA by some code language. Then promotion is written as, so this is what we need to figure out in this code language. So in this code language, basically by using the code language, what is the code language? By this we have to figure out this one. So what is this one? We need to figure out the help of same code language. So let's solve this numerical. So you can see clearly what is the principle. The logic is here. First, middle, last letters are same. So first, middle, last letters are same. So what is the logic here? Listen carefully. So here P, here P, here also P. So first letters are same. So you can see here also P, here also P. First letters are same. Here A, here also A. So last letters are also same. Then what is the middle term? So you can see middle term. So if this one cancels. If this one cancels. This one cancels. If this one cancels. So what is the middle term? M here. Similarly, cancel this one. So this one. Similarly, this one. So you can see clearly here also middle term M, here also middle term M. So therefore you can say first letters are same, middle letters are same, and the last letters are also same. So therefore same thing, here also same thing. So what is the first letter? P. Here also first letter is P. Here what is the last letter? Here also N. And if you try to find, the number of letters are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here also same number of 9. Same letters. Same number of words. Here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So here also total 9. So what is the middle now? Here also P cancels, N cancels. R cancels, O cancels. O cancels, I cancels. M cancels, P cancels. So what is the middle now? O. So middle is the O. Then the remaining things we need to figure out. So the remaining things we need to figure out here. And here also remaining things we need to figure out. So what is the first logic? First terms are same, middle terms are same, and the last terms are also same. So with the help of this code language, we have figured out the first term, we have figured out the middle term, and we have figured out the last term also. Now the remaining thing we are going to see. The remaining analysis we are going to see how to do the remaining part of the analysis. So like this always, before you solve this type of questions, first you need to analyze each and every aspect, how the logic is going to get work. Then you can come to a conclusion and then you can solve this question in a very fraction of seconds. So what is that? So we have figured out the first term, middle term and last term. Then what is the remaining thing? Same thing I have written. Pneumonia, PNEUMONIA. Right? So I have already told this is the first term, this is the middle term, this is the last term. Right? So now, if here it is NEU, here ONI. Right? So what is the code language they have given? PJOPMBFOA. So first letters are same, I have already told you. Middle letters are same, I have already told you. Last letters are also same, I have already told you. Now the remaining words we need to figure out. What is the logic here? Here NEUONI. If you see clearly, here it is J. Here it is JOP. Here VFO. So what I will do? Here N means I will add +1. After N you will get O. Again E means I will add +1, but then I will get F. Here U means I will add +1, then I am going to get V here. Similarly for O, if I add +1 I am going to get P. For N, if I add +1 I am going to get O. If I add +1 I am going to get J. So after N you get O, after E you get F, after U you get V, after O you get P, after N we get O, after I we get J. So now I will write in the reverse fashion. So this is the arrow I have written with the blue and this is the red. So this sum I will write in this fashion. In this fashion I am going to write JOP. So JOP. here VFO, I'll write in the reverse, VFO. So this is the, see from here I am going from right to left, right to left, right to left. But while writing, you have to go from left to right. So this is your left hand, this is the right hand, right? So while taking here, go from right to left, and while writing, just write from left to right, So JOPBFO. So this is the sequence you have to write here. So add plus one, right? For the remaining terms, add plus one and try to figure out the values, and you have to go in this logic. So you have to go from here like this, right? So from right to left, you have to go from here. But by writing here, you have to go from left to right, which is JOPBFO. So this is the coding that we need to figure out. Same thing we are going to apply for the remaining also promotion. So promotion is PROMOTION. Same thing. So this is the first term, this is the last term, and this is the middle term. Same thing we are going to apply here also. So P means here also P, here O means here also O, here N means here also N. The remaining things we need to figure out. As I already told you, we need to add plus one for each and every letter, right? For each and every letter we have to add plus one. So if you add plus one here, for R it will become S, O will become T, M will become N, T will become U, I will become J, O will become P. So if you add plus one for each and everything, then I am going to get like this. After R you get S, after O you get P, after M you get N, after T you get U, after I you get J, after there you get P. I have already told you, we have to go from right to left, But while writing, you have to go from left to right. So PJUNPS. So this is the result that you are going to get. So this is a final coding. So So for promotion, the answer is PPJUONPSN. So this is the correct solution of this question. So we can say, what is the logic? The first letter is same, the middle letter is same, and the last letter is the same. And the remaining, for the remaining words, add plus one and get the remaining words. Then what you have to do? So you have to go from right to left. But while writing, you have to go from left to right. So therefore, you are going to get this is the logic that we need to figure out. So by this coding language, we have figured out the code for the promotion. So this is the correct solution of this question. So now we are going to discuss the another question. See the question here. Following graph shows the number of software industries in various Indian cities in 2000 to 2001 and 2010 to 2011. Study the chart carefully and answer the questions from 18 to 20. So from 18, 19, 20. So these three questions basically they are asked on this graph. So listen carefully. Following graph shows the number of software industries in various Indian cities in 2000 to 2001 and 2010 to 2011. So study the chart carefully and answer the questions from 18 to 20. So basically in this question they are given the software industries which are present in the various Indian cities in the 2000 to 2001 and 2010 to 2011. So we have to study the chart very carefully and answer the questions from the 18 to 20. So this is a chart they have given. So in the Bangalore city, so you can see, so this is, so we can say basically, this is basically belongs to the 2000 to 2001. So this graph is basically belongs to 2000 to 2001. And this graph belongs to basically 2010 to 2011. So you can see this is a rectangle. This is a rectangle. So rectangle boxes. These are rectangle boxes. And this is like a diamond box, like an arrow box or diamond box. So these are the diamond boxes. So you can see clearly these are the rectangular boxes. So rectangular boxes here. Points are rectangular boxes. The diamond boxes. So here are the diamond boxes. So this is a graph for 2000 to 2001 year. And this is a graph for 2010 to 2011 year. So you can see clearly from the picture. So in the Bengaluru, so for 2000 to 2001, we have 122 in the software industries. Whereas it has 250 software industries for 2010 to 2011 year. Similarly for Chennai, we have 55 software industries in 2000 to 2001 and it has 150 software industries in 2010 to 2011. Whereas in the Hyderabad city, in the 2000 to 2001, it has 64 software industries and in the 2010 to 2011, it has 113 software industries. Whereas in the Kolkata, In the 2000 to 2001, it has 25 software industries, and in the 2010 to 2011, it has 48 software industries. Whereas in the Mumbai, from 2000 to 2001, it has 131 software industries. From 2010 to 2011, it has 188 software industries. So this is what we can analyze from this graph. So what is the first question they asked here? How many Indian cities have shown increase in number of software industries in the given graph? So in this question, they are asking how many Indian cities have shown increase in number of software industries in the given graph. So basically you can see clearly in Hyderabad also the software industries has increased. In the Chennai also, this is Bengaluru. In the Bengaluru also number of software industries increased. In the Chennai also number of software industries increased. In Hyderabad also number of software industries increased. So in the Kolkata also number of software industries increased. So the Mumbai also number of software industries increased. So therefore we can say all these 5 Indian cities, in all these 5 Indian cities, the number of software industries are increased. So this is the correct solution of this question. But let me discuss something more about this one. So as you can see clearly from the same thing, I have written a tabular format. So basically I have written everything in a tabular format. You can see. So this is a city, this is the data, the number of software industries which are present from 2000 to 2001, and the number of software industries which are present from 2010 to 2011. So in the Bengaluru, we have 122 and here 253. In Chennai, here it has 55 and it is 150. In Hyderabad, here it has 64, here it is 113. In the Kolkata, here it is 25 and here it is 48. And in the Mumbai, here it is 131 and here it is 188. So this is what I have written in the tabular format. For easy understanding, I have written in a tabular format. So you can see here also number of software industries increased. 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 So therefore, in all the 5 Indian cities have shown the increase in the number of software industries from 2000 to 2001 to 2010 to 2011. So therefore we can say what is the solution? Yes, all the 5 Indian cities have shown the increase in the number of software industries from 2000 to 2001 to 2010 to 2011. So therefore we can say all the 5 Indian cities have shown the increase in the number of software industries from 2000 to 2001 to 2010 to 2011. So this is the correct solution of this question. So now let's discuss the other question, which is in total how many software industries have been increased in the given cities over the period. In a total, how many software industries have been increased in the given cities over the period. So basically in this question what they're asking, in total, how many software industries have been increased in the given cities over the period. What is the meaning of this one? So try to figure out the total number of industries in the 2010 to 2011 in all the 5 cities. Then try to figure out the number of industries which are going to present in all the cities from 2010 to 2011. Then do the difference of this one. Then we can figure out these many number of industries have increased in all the 5 cities, in the overall total 5 cities. So if you solve this one, we are going to get the option D. 365 is the correct solution of this question. So let's solve this numerically. Same thing I did here. So we can say the total industries which are present in 2000 to 2001 in all the 5 cities are. So I am going to find the total number of industries, software industries which are basically present in the 2000 to 2001 in all the 5 cities are 122 plus 55 plus 64 plus 25 plus 131, which is equal to 397. So 122 plus 55 plus 64 plus 25 plus 131 is equal to 397. In the same fashion, I am going to find the total number of software industries which are going to present in the 2010 to 2011 in all the 5 cities are, this is basically 253. So this is a 253, small correction here, 253, and it is 150, here 113, here 48, and here 188. So here small correction, this is 253, not 263, this is basically 253. So I have, basically, let me see again carefully. From the data, I think this is 263, small correction. That is 263 only. I have just seen the graph also and I have concluded myself that it is 263. So a small correction here, it is 263. So now, if you are going to add all this data, then what you are going to get? 263 plus 150 plus 113 plus 48 plus 188, then we are going to get 762. So in the year 2010 to 2011, the total number of industries, software industries which are present in all the, which are going to present in all the Indian cities, which are is equal to 762. So we know just we need to do the difference in order to get the overall number of software industries which are increased over the time period. So the increase of software industries from 2000 to 2001 to 2010 to 2011, which is do the subtraction of these two things. 762 minus 397, which is nothing but 365. So therefore, 365 number of software industries have been increased in the all the cities over the given period. So this many number of software industries have been increased in the given cities over the time period. So this is the correct solution of this question. So now we are going to solve the other question. See the question here. For which city the percentage increase in the software industries is the highest? So basically in this question they are asking for which city the percentage increase in the software industries is highest. So basically in this question they are asking for which city the percentage increase in the software industries is highest. So the percentage increase in the software industries highest in which city we need to figure out. So the four options, option A, Chennai is the correct solution of this question. So let's solve this numerical. So therefore, I'm going to take a table here. City and the percentage increase of industries. So in the Bengaluru, I've already told you. So for the Bengaluru, so if you want to find the percentage increase, then final value minus initial value by initial value into 100. Then what is the final value? 263. And what is the initial value? 122. So therefore, 263 minus 122 by 122 into 100. If you solve the percentage, then you are going to get 115. So this 115 percentage of value is increased. In the Chennai, final value is 150, initial value is 55. So therefore, final value minus initial value by initial value into 100. So 150 minus 55 by 55 into 100, we are going to get 172. Similarly, in the case of Hyderabad, which is final value minus initial value by initial value into 100. Final value is 113, initial value is 64. So 113 minus 64 by 64 into 100. So if we solve this one, we are going to get 76. Similarly, for Kolkata, the final value is 48 and the initial value is 25. So what is the percentage increase? 48 minus 25 by 25 into 100, we are going to get 92. Similarly, for the Mumbai, final value minus initial value by initial value into 100. So here, there is a small here, into 100 you have to do. So here, let me write here. So into 100, then into 100, then what is the final value? 188, initial value is 131. So therefore, final value minus initial value by initial value into 100. So if we solve this one, we are going to get 43. So you can see clearly, this is 115 percentage increased, here 172 percentage increased, here 76 percentage increased, here 92 percentage increased, here 43 percentage increased. So out of this, which is having the highest value, which is a Chennai. So Chennai is having the highest percentage of increase in the software industries. So therefore, this is a correct solution of this question. So percentage increase means final value minus initial value by initial value into 100. So therefore, 172 is the correct solution of this question. Also, so therefore, we can say Chennai is having the highest percentage of increase of software industries. So Chennai city is having the highest percentage increase in the software industries. So this is the correct solution of this question. So therefore, we can say Chennai city is having the highest percentage increase in the software industries. So Chennai city is having the highest percentage in the increase of the software industries. So this is the correct solution of this question. So basically, we have solved all the questions regarding this. We can say the chart regarding this chart, we have solved each and everything. Now we are going to solve the other question. See the question here. Following bar chart shows volumes of various cars sold in the month of December 2019 in India. Using this data, answer the questions from 8 to 12. So in this question, they have given a bar chart. It is basically going to tell you the volumes of the various cars which are sold in the month of December in the 2019 year in India. So using this data, we have to answer the questions from the 8 to 12. This 8th question, 9th question, 10th question, 11th question, and 12th question. So basically, we are going to solve 5 questions based on this bar chart. So you can see clearly. So the car companies are Bellona, Alto, Desire, Swift, Vitara, Brezzi, and Wagon R. So these are the total 6 car companies. So these are total 6 car companies. See, 18,464. These number of cars are sold by the Baleno in the month of December. Similarly, for Alto, the sale is 15,489. Similarly, for Desire, the volume of sale is 15,286. Similarly, for Swift, the volume of sale is 14,749. Similarly, for Vitara Brezza, the volume of sale is 13,658. For Wagoner, the volume of sale is 10,781. So these are different car companies and the volume of cars sold in the month of December in the year 2019 in India. So based on this bar chart, we have to solve this question. So the first question: how many car brands are sold above the average of given 6 car brands? How many car brands are sold above the average of given 6 car brands? So in this question, what they are asking basically, so if you are going to do the average of all the volumes of cars sold, then which are the car brands which are having the greater amount of sales more than the average value? So that is what we need to figure out. So the 4 options, option B, 4 number of car companies which are having the those values which are greater than the average of all the 6 car brands. So let's solve this numerically. So this is the solution here. So you can see clearly I have written the different types of car companies and their volumes of car sale in the December month in the year 2019. So Baleno is 18,464, Alto is 15,489, Desire is 15,286, Swift is 14,749, Vitara Brezza is 13,658 and Wagoner is 10,781. So now see the question here, what they have given. So now I am going to find the average of all the volume of car sales happen. So first thing is I am going to find the average of all the volumes of the car sales happen. So I am going to do the average of all these values. So 18,464 plus 15,489 plus 15,286 plus 14,749 plus 13,658 plus 10,781 by 6, because total are 6 here. So we need to do the average. So average is 18,464 plus 15,489 plus 15,286 plus 14,749 plus 13,658 plus 10,781 by 6. So if we do this one, we are going to get finally the average is equal to 14,737. So this is the average. So now we have to find how many number of car companies which are having the volume of sale which is greater than this average. We need to figure out. So this is a 14,737. So this is a 14,737. So let me write here. So that you can easily able to understand. So 14,000, we can say 14,000. Let me write the number here, which is basically 14,437. So 14,737. This is the average of all the amount of volumes of car sale happen. So now this is a greater than this value. So this is the yes, it is true. This is also greater than this value. So this is also true. And this is also greater than this value. So this is also true. And this is 749. This is 737. Yes, this is also true. Whereas this is lesser than this value. So this is wrong. This is also lesser than this value. So this is also wrong. Only 4 car companies which are having the sale which is greater than the average. So we can say only 4 companies which are Baleno, Alto, Desire and Swift. Only these are the 4 car companies which are having the sale which is more than the average of all the cars. So only 4 car companies have the sales which are more than the average of all, which are basically Baleno, Alto, Desire and the Swift. So this is the correct solution of this question. So like this, always you have to do your analysis in order to solve this type of questions. So therefore we can say finally the 4 car companies which are having the sale which are greater than the average of all the sales, which are the Baleno, Alto, Desire and Swift. Same thing I have written here. So only 4 car companies have the sales which are more than the average of all, which are the Baleno, Alto, Desire and Swift. So this is the correct solution of this question. So now let's solve the another question based on this concept only. What is the difference in sale volumes of the Baleno and the Wagoner brands? So what is the difference in sale volumes of the Baleno and the Wagoner brands? So Baleno is 18,464, Wagoner is 10,781. So do the difference of these two volumes of car sales, 18,464 minus 10,781. You are going to get 7,683. So this is the correct solution of this question. So this is a difference in sale volumes of the Balona car company as well as the Wagoner company. So let me discuss something more about this one. So I've already told you, for the Balona, the volume of car sale is 18,464, and for Wagoner, the volume of car sale is 10,781. So do the difference of these two things, then we are going to get the result 7,683. So this is the we can say this is the difference. So this is the difference of the volume of this is a difference between the amount of volume of car sale of Balona as well as the Wagoner company. So this is the correct solution of this question. So let's solve the other question. See the question here. Name the car brands which were sold second highest and the second lowest respectively. So in this question they are asking that name the car brands which were sold second highest and the second lowest respectively. So based on this all these car companies, we have to figure out which is the first highest, second highest, third highest, fourth highest, fifth highest and sixth highest amount of volume of sale. So from this we need to figure out which car company which were sold as the second highest as well as the second lowest we need to figure out. So the four options, option D, Alto and the Vitara Brezza is the correct solution of this question. So let's solve this numerically. So you can see clearly from this picture only. So you can see clearly. So this is having the highest value when compared to remaining all these things. So we can say this is the first highest. So this is the first highest. Let me write here so that you can easily able to understand. So this is the first highest, and this is the second highest. This is the second highest. And this is the third highest, and this is the fourth highest, and this is the fifth highest, and this is the sixth highest. So in this question what they have asked, they asked about name the car brands which were sold second highest. The second highest means this one is Alto, and the second last means second lowest means this is the first lowest and this is second lowest. So we can say Vitara Brezza. So Alto is the second highest and the Vitara Brezza is the second lowest. So this is what we can see from this picture. So like this always you have to keep in your mind. So like this always you have to analyze each and everything. So which is having the first highest sale, which is having the second highest sale, so which is having the third highest sale. Like this you have to figure out. So therefore Balona is the first highest amount of sale, Alto is the second highest sale, Desire is the third highest sale, Swift is the fourth highest sale, Vitara Brezza is the fifth highest sale, and the Wagoner is the sixth highest sale. So therefore Alto is the second highest sale and the Vitara Brezza is the second lowest sale. So this is the correct solution of this question. So same thing I have written. Alto company is having the second highest sale and the Vitara Brezza is having the second lowest sale. So this is the correct solution of this question. So now let's solve the other question. See the question here. What is the sum of sales volumes of the Vitara Brezza and the Balona? So what is the sum of sales volumes of the Vitara Brezza and the Balona? So basically we need to do the addition of the volume of car sale by the Vitara Brezza as well as the volume of car sale by the Balona. We need to figure out. So Vitara Brezza is 13,658 and the Balona is 18,464. So these two things we need to add. Then we are going to get 32,122 is the correct solution of this question. But let's solve this numerically. Same thing I have already told you. Vitara Brezza is having the total volume of sale is 13,658 and the Balona company is having the total volume of sale is 18,464. So do the addition of these two volumes of car sale, then you are going to get the overall result is the 32,122. So this is the correct solution of this question. So now the last question from this concept here, the question is what is the average in the sales volumes of the Alto and the Wagoner brands? What is the average in sale volumes of the Alto and the Wagoner brands? So in this question, they're asking what is the average of the sale volume of the Alto and the Wagoner brands we need to figure out. So Alto is 15,489, Wagoner is 10,781. So do the average of these two things, then means 15,489 plus 10,781 by 2, then you are going to get the result 13,135. So this is the correct solution of this question. So let's solve this numerical. So you can see, I've already told you, Alto company is having and the volume of sale is 15,489 and the Wagoner company is having the volume of sale is 10,781. So do the average of these two volumes. Then what is the average? 15,489 plus 10,781 by 2. then we are going to get 13,135. So this is the average in sale volume of the Alto and the Wagoner brands. So this is the correct solution of this question. So now we are going to solve another question. See the question here. In the question given below, there is a statement followed by two courses of actions numbered A and B. A course of action is a step or administrative decision to be taken for improvement, follow-up or further actions required to the problem, policy, etc. On the basis of the information given in the statement, we have to assume everything in the statement to be true and then decide which of the suggested courses of action logically follows for pursuing. So basically in this question what they are given. So in the question given below, there is a statement followed by two courses of actions numbered A and B. So in the question given below, there is a statement followed by two courses of actions numbered A and B. So basically they are given a question regarding on the statement and course of actions based on A and B. A course of action is a step or administrative decision to be taken for implement. So what is the meaning of course of action? Basically it is a step or the administration decision to be taken for improvement, follow-up or further action in regard to the problem, policy, etc. So basically in this question they are given a statement and a course of action. So in the course of action they are given A and B. So basically the course of action is going to tell you it is a administrative step or an administrative decision or the step that we need to take for the further improvement of the problem or policy. So on the basis of the information given in the statement, we have to assume everything in the statement to be true. So what are the things which are given in the statement, we have to assume it is blindly true. And then decide which of the suggested course of action logically follows for pursuing. So basically here, logically out of these actions A and B, which is going to logically, we can make it happen. So then decide which of the suggested courses of action logically follows for pursuing. Means this logically that we need to take it in order to make it happen. We need to make it happen. Logically it can make happen. So statement what they are given. Many of the Indian politicians are making wealth in short time. What is the meaning of this one? See, many of the Indian politicians are making wealth in very short time. Yes, it is a proven. Generally it is happening in the everywhere. So Indian politicians are making wealth in a very short amount of time. They are becoming very rich. So many of the Indian politicians are making wealth in a very short of time. So this is the statement they have given. So what is the course of action? What is the course of action? Statement A, which is all the politicians should declare their assets at the time of their entry. Yes, it is true. It can happen. Yes, logically it can happen. See, whenever the politicians are going to enter into this, whenever the people are going to enter into this politics, they should tell what is there. They should tell what is the property at the time of entry. Yes, all the politicians should declare their assets at the time of their entry. Yes, it is possible. Yes, logically it is possible. Then B, there should be a regular audit for checking the political corruption. Yes, it is also true. Yes, it can also happen. Yes, it can logically happen. Then only we can control the amount of corruption. Then only we can control all these crazy things. So many of the politicians are making wealth in short time. It is a true statement. So what is the course of action that we need to take in order to make this not to happen? All the politicians should declare their assets at the time of their entry. Yes, they should declare, and also there should be a regular audit for checking the political corruption. If these two things are going to happen, then we can control the Indian politicians to become richer in a wrong manner. So if these two course of actions are happening in a logical manner, then definitely we can control the Indian politicians to become rich in a very short span of time in a wrong manner. See, if they are becoming very rich in a short span of time, it is a wrong way. It is a wrong way. By corruption only they are making these things. So if you want to overcome this one, then definitely the politicians should declare their assets at the time of their entry, and also there should be a regular audit for the checking the political corruption. If these two things happen, if these two course of actions happen, then definitely we can control the Indian politicians to become very wealthy in a short of time. We can overcome them to become very wealthy. So finally, I can say the statement is many of the Indian politicians are making wealth in short time. What is the course of action that we need to take? Yes, all the politicians should declare their assets at the time of their entry. Yes, it can happen. And the statement B, The course of action B, there should be regular audit for checking of political corruption. So if these two course of actions happens, then definitely we can control the Indian politicians to become rich in a very short span of time. So our answer which is both A and B are going to get followed. So this is the correct solution of this question. So let's solve the another question. See the question here. In the question given below, there is a statement followed by two assumptions A and B. So in the question given below, there is a statement followed by two assumptions A and B. An assumption is something supposed or taken for granted. Assumption means it is to be something supposed or taken for granted. We have to consider the statement and the given assumptions and decide which of the assumptions is implicit in the statement and choose the appropriate option from the given four options. So basically in this question what they are giving is a statement and there is an assumption. So statement by default it is always true. They are going to give in the statement. So out of these options, assumptions, which is taken for granted, means by that only we can make the statement. Otherwise we can't make the statement. So what are those assumptions we need to figure out? So based on those assumptions only the statement is happen. So what are those assumptions we need to figure out? So in the question given below, there is a statement followed by two assumptions A and B. An assumption is something supposed or taken for granted. We have to consider the statement and the given assumptions and decide which of the assumptions is implicit in the statement and choose the appropriate option from the given four options. So what is the statement? Some of the Indian citizens who traveled abroad are getting COVID-19 virus. Some of the Indian citizens who traveled abroad are getting the COVID-19 virus. Yes, it is true. See, some of the Indian citizens who have traveled abroad, definitely most of them are getting the COVID-19 virus. So what is the assumption? Assumption A, which is all the international airports in India shall be closed to traffic at once. Statement B, people returning from foreign countries shall be screened and put in observation for 2 weeks at government cost and then allowed into the country. See, out of this A and B, which can happen? A cannot happen, only B can happen. So therefore, only B is going to get followed. See, all the international airports in India shall be closed to traffic at once. It cannot be possible. So we can say this is wrong. So you cannot make this one happen. So therefore we can say statement A is wrong. Only statement B is going to get followed. So only B is going to get followed. So you cannot close all the international airports. So because of some people are getting affected, so you can't close all the international airports in India. So because some only are going to get kept, so you can't close all the international airports at once. So instead of that, what we have to do? So which are the people who are returning from foreign countries, definitely to the India, definitely they should be screened and put in observation for 2 weeks at the government cost, and then they should be allowed into the country. Yes, it is the right way. Then only we can control. So this COVID-19 virus. So who are the people who are coming from the foreign countries to the India? First, they should be screened and they should be put in observation for at least 2 weeks at the government cost, and then they should be allowed into the country. So this is the only practical way of happening, and the remaining thing is not at all possible. See, just by closing all the international airports in India at once, it is not at all possible. So instead of that, we need to keep all the foreign people, all the foreigners who are coming from to the India, they should be first screened and they should be put in observation for 2 weeks at the government cost, and then they should be allowed to into the country. So only B is going to get followed. So this is the correct solution of this question. So now we are going to solve another question. See the question here. In this question, there is a statement followed by two conclusions, A and B. So they are given a statement and they are given a conclusion. We have to take the given statements to be true even if they seem to be at variance with the commonly known facts. So always you have to assume the statement is always true. Read all the conclusions and then decide which of the given conclusions logically follow from the statement given in the question. So basically they are given a statement and they are given a conclusion. So we have to assume the statement is always true. So from the statement, which is the conclusion that is going to come logically, that we need to figure out. So from the statement, which is the conclusion that is going to come logically, we need to figure out. So what is the statement? Outcome-based education should be implemented as per global norms in the Indian society. Outcome-based education should be implemented as per global norms in the Indian society. So what is the meaning of this one? See, in the Indian society, we need to implement the outcome-based education should be implemented as per the global norms in the Indian society. So this is a statement. And what is the conclusion? Conclusion A, the present education system should be revamped gradually. Statement B, India need not follow global norms since our education system is already proved one of the best systems. So this is wrong. So this is blindly we can say this conclusion is wrong. So definitely what we can say, only A is going to get followed, because every education system they should improve. They should basically improve. Then definitely we can say then only it is going to happen. So outcome based education should be implemented as per global norms in the Indian society. Means what is going to happen? So what is the conclusion based on this one? So definitely gradually we need to implement this outcome based education system in India. So finally it can happen. So slowly one after the other step we need to take. So statement B is blindly it is wrong. So no need to improve, it is right or wrong, because the statement itself, it is telling that outcome based education should be implemented as per the global norms in the Indian society. In the statement itself they are saying that we need to implement the global norms of education in the Indian society. So outcome based education should be implemented as per the global norms in the Indian society. The statement itself is telling it is a true statement. So in the Indian society we need to implement the outcome based education as per the global norms of the Indian society. The statement itself is telling it is a true. So what is the conclusion? So what is the conclusion that we can make? The present education system should be revamped gradually, means it should be changed gradually to make this happen. Statement B, India need not follow global norms since our education system is already proved one of the best systems. It is blindly wrong. See, this is a, if you make this happen, then what is going to happen? Then we are not improving. But the statement is telling that we should improve. We should improve. So only statement A, only the conclusion is going to give you the answer which is going to favor the statement, but not the statement. The conclusion B. So only the conclusion A is going to only these things we can conclude from the statement, but not the statement, but not the conclusion B. So by reading the statement, only conclusion A is going to get followed, but not the conclusion B. So therefore we can say by reading the statement we can say only conclusion A is going to get followed, but not the conclusion B. So therefore we can say this is the correct solution of this question. So only A is going to get followed. So this is the correct solution of this question. So therefore we can say after reading the statement is always correct. They have given the question. So from this we can conclude that only conclusion one is going to get followed. So therefore the statement tells that outcome based education should be implemented as per the global norms in the Indian society. The statement itself it is telling that outcome based education should be implemented as per the global norms in the Indian society. So then what is the conclusion? The present education system should be revamped gradually. Yes. Then only we can make the outcome based education is implemented as per the global norms in Indian society. So only conclusion is going to follow. What is the conclusion B? Conclusion B is telling that we don't have to implement because our system is based. So it is wrong. We need to change. That is what is given in the statement. So only as the statement is always true, so only conclusion is going to get followed. Then only we can implement the global norms in the Indian education system. So option C, which is the only A is going to follow, is the correct solution of this question. So now we are going to solve the other question. See the question here. In the question given below consists of a statement followed by arguments A and B. Decide which arguments are strong and which arguments are weak. Listen carefully. In this question, there is a statement followed by. So basically, listen. The question says that in the question given below consists of a statement followed by arguments A and B. Decide which arguments are strong and which arguments are weak. So in this question, listen carefully. In the question given below consists of a statement followed by arguments A and B. So decide which arguments are strong and which arguments are weak. So in this question, they are given a statement and they are given arguments. So we have to assume only the statement is true. Then which of the arguments are strong and which of the arguments are weak, we need to figure out. So what are the directions they are given? In making decisions about important issues, it is desirable to be able to distinguish between the strong and the weak arguments so far as they are related to the issue. Strong arguments must be both important and directly related to the issue. Weak arguments may not be directly related to the question and may be of minor importance or may be related to the trivial aspects of the issue. Listen carefully. Directions in which we can say that which arguments are strong and which arguments are weak. So how to how to figure out this one? This is the given in this question, which is in making decisions about important issues, it is desirable to be able to distinguish between the strong and the weak arguments. So far as they are related to the issue, strong arguments must be both important and directly related to the issue, whereas the weak arguments may not be directly related to the question and may be of minor importance or may be related to the trivial aspects of the issue. So basically, what is the strong arguments means? They are going to directly related to the statement, whereas the weak arguments they are not so directly related to the statement and they may be of the minor importance or maybe related to the trivial aspects of the issue. So now we will discuss the statements and the arguments. So listen carefully. What is the statement they have given? Should the government nationalize all the private sectors in India? So this is the statement they have given. Should the government nationalize all the private sectors in India? So argument. So what is arguments? A, no. The government should continue only the regulatory role. Argument B, yes. There is a need of nationalizing some of the private sectors so that wealth concentration decreases in India. So answer is both A and B are going to follow. Yes, listen carefully. Should the government nationalize all the private sectors in India? Argument A, no. The government should continue only the regulatory rule. Regulatory rule means only the government is going to control or it is not going to operate. So we can say that the government is going to only control the blanks, but they will never operate. Yes, it is a true. B, yes. There is a need of nationalizing some of the private sectors so that wealth concentration decreases in India. Yes, it is a true. Suppose you need to nationalize, then what is some, only not all, but some you need to nationalize. So because of that, what is going to happen? The wealth concentration is going to decreases in few hands. So you can see clearly 80% of the wealth of India is present only in the 20% of the people, and the remaining 20% of the wealth is present in the 80% of the people. So this you know. So this is the wealth concentration. So only few people is having the more money. So this we can decrease by nationalizing some of the private sector banks. So this is what we can see. So what is the statement? Should the government nationalize all the private sectors in India? Should the government nationalize all the private sectors in India? Means argument no. The government should continue only the regulatory role. Means all we must not do. We must not do. All the things we should not do. Yes, all the things we should not do. Yes, there is a need of nationalizing some of the private sector so that wealth concentration is going to decrease in India. Yes, both are going to relate to the statement only. Listen carefully. Should the government nationalize all the private sectors in India? Means no, you should not nationalize all the private sectors in India. So, no, the government should continue only the regulatory role. Yes, there is a need of nationalizing some of the private sectors so that wealth concentration is going to decrease in India. Yes, we need to nationalize only few, but not all. And no means the government should continue only the regulatory role. So therefore, we can say clearly we can say the government should continue only the regulatory role, and there is a need of nationalizing some of the private sectors so that the wealth concentration is going to decrease in India. So therefore, we can say finally I can say that should the government nationalize all the private sectors in India? Means no, the government should continue only the regulatory role. Yes means there is a need of nationalizing some of the private sectors so that the wealth concentration is going to decrease in India. So therefore, we can say finally we can say should the government nationalize all the private sectors in India? Means no, the government should continue only the regulatory role. Yes, there is a need of nationalizing some of the private sectors so that wealth concentration is going to decrease in India. Yes, so in simple words, I can say only one thing. See, government should do only the regulatory role. And if they want to do the nationalize, they need to do only the some of the private sectors only, they should do the nationalize in order to decrease the wealth concentration in India. So therefore, we can say the government should basically do the regulatory of all the private sectors in India. And if they wanted to do the privatization, if they want to do the nationalization, then they have to do only some of the private sectors as nationalization. So this is the correct solution of this question. So now we are going to discuss the last question of this lecture. See the question here. The statement is, should the government stop giving compensate employment to the family members of the deceased family? Statement, should the government stop giving compensate employment to the family members of the deceased employee? So what is the meaning of this one? Suppose if some employees suddenly he was passed away due to some reasons, then the government is going to give a compensate employment to his family members. Yes, it is going to happen nowadays. Suppose if a government employee, a family person has died, then that job is given to his family member, one of his family member. It is a compensation like that. So the statement is, should the government stop giving compensate employment to the family members of the deceased employee? So this is a statement. So what is the arguments? Argument here, which is no, the government should continue to instill the confidence in serving employees that their family is secure. Statement B, argument B, yes, there is a need of revising the rule since a lot of unproductive persons are to be employed. Yes, both are correct. Both are correct only. Listen carefully. Should the government stop giving compensate employment to the family members of the deceased employee? No, the government should continue to instill the confidence in serving employees that their family is secured. Yes, there is a need of revising the rules since a lot of unproductive persons are to be employed. See, there are two arguments. No means what is going to happen. Basically, the government family members are they think that their family is safe, because if that person is going to get died because of some reasons, their family members are going to get the job. So therefore, they are in a happy condition. Yes means what is going to happen. Yes, we need to do the revise. So therefore, the because a lot of unemployed people are going to come, are employed. So because of this, the employment strength is going to get decreased. The productive work is going to get decreased. So therefore, we can say, if no means, then what is going to happen? Yes, the people of the family members are going to get secured, because he may think that if he is going to pass away because of some reasons, then definitely the people of the family members are going to get the job and they are going to have a happy life. And yes means yes, there is a somewhat of revising the rules. So because of this, what is going to happen? So a lot of unproductive people are going to employ. So because of this, the productivity of the government work is going to get decreased. So if you remove this one, then definitely the productivity of the work is going to get increased. So both A and B are going to get followed. So what is the statement? Should the government stop giving compensate employment to the family members of the deceased family of the deceased employee? Should the government stop giving compensate employment to the family members of the deceased employee? No means the government should continue to instill the confidence in serving the employees that their family is secured. Yes means yes, there is a revising the rule since a lot of unproductive persons are to be employed. Should the government stop giving compensate employment to the family members of the deceased employee? No means what is going to happen. No means what is going to happen. The government should basically instill the confidence in the serving the employee that their family is secured. So because of this, the family members are going to get secured that yes, even if I die, my family is secured because one of them is going to get the job. Yes means what is going to happen? Yes, there is a revising in rule. So therefore, a lot of unproductive people are employed. So there's a lot of unproductive persons are employed. So finally, I can say that should the government stop giving compensate employment to the family members of the deceased employee? No means what is going to happen. No means what is going to happen. Then the government should continue to instill the confidence in serving the employee that their family is secure. Yes means there is a need of revising the rule since a lot of unproductive persons are to be employed. So both A and B both are going to correct arguments of this statement. So this is the correct solution of this question. So by this lecture, we have successfully completed the TSPSC HMWS General Studies 2020 solutions regarding only the aptitude as well as the English portion only. We have completed all these 40 questions in a very detailed manner. So if you like the content of our channel, then please to like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel, and don't forget to visit the bell icon button. So whenever you upload new video, direct notice comes to mobile. If any information in our lectures, then please do come in the comment section. We will definitely include all those information in the coming lectures. Thank you so much for watching this lecture. Keep smiling, take care and bye bye.